Boom. What's up? How's it going? Hey. Is this on? No, I gotta make sure Windows did a thing. You follow. What's up? How's it going? Cloud, hi. Welcome. What? They're new. It was pre-stream stuff. I can't keep up with everything. What's up? All right, now I'm making sure to Michael. No, Windows update, of course, reset everything because stupid. Hydrate. My God, all this is happening now? I can't do all stretch, hydrate. Yeah, I swallowed spit. Okay, I'm hydrated. How's it going? What's up? Wookie Socks, hi, welcome. What's up? You, Grumpy, you're in the right place. What's up? Spider, hi, Shreddy Pose. Boom, 13 moons. Trillin, thank you.
Reef point, reef point, reef point.
13 moons. A Trillin, what was it, like 92 moons pre-stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Is that right? I gotta double check my numbers here. I gotta double check my numbers. Where is it? It's all the way up there. Was 95. It was 95. Golden, wow. Bro, Golden Kappa. Dude, Golden Kappa hype train. Dude. Are they just handed? This is like the third one we've gotten in about 4 months. I don't know how random this is, but I like it. Golden Kappa. I don't know what that does. Well, I know what it does, but I mean, yeah. Cap it up. What's up? David, hi. Imaginary Cloud, hi. What? Damn tablet all corrected. Evil Toaster. They do that. Fairland, gifted a bunch of sub. Imaginary Cloud, you got a sub. MacFoo got a sub. First Stoddard got one. Karma finally got one. Flying High got one. Y'all got subs. Thanks to Fairland.
Until Anthrocon in Utah.
What? Oh, dude, you're on a con. Nice. There you go. The pros of cons. Go.
So John, yesterday, check it out. Yesterday as smoke and Freya, then we had heavy storms. Here I had a tornado watch all in the same day yesterday. Full just storm, a little smoke but no tornadoes.
That's some fancy leveling up there. Oh man. Hey, at least you didn't have a tornado. All right. Hey, no, it was raining sideways over here. It was just like, oh! And it was like weird bursts. We're just sitting there, we're looking at it, like, oh, it looks like it's gonna rain. All of a sudden, flash flood. It was ridiculous. I hated it. It was awful. We should have a meeting about this new golden hype. A meeting? A meeting? Oh no, we're trying to get new clothes for Pauline. Those look okay. Yeah, she wears sunglasses at night. I don't know, she's been hanging out with Steve too long. Let's see. Thank you for the gift sub. Hey, there you go. Morning, maturely appreciate it. Even if it's random. Hey, it's still random. If you weren't here, then, you know, it's like, you got a reward just for showing up. Thank you. That sounds hectic. It is hectic. I don't like it. What's up? What about swimsuit for the summer? Every time we get one, it's too small. It's just so tall. Go.
Greetings, salutations, and good vibes to all. Yep, 95 moons.
95 moons. Sterling, thank you. Card battle. Also got a card battle. Is that lower now? Usually that shocks the out of me. All right, you know the rules. You got to roll equal to or greater than. Oh, we got a fancy one. Got a lot of ghosts. Got to roll 13 equal to or greater than. Is that lower too? Did it automatically lower those? Ah. All right, somebody remember 13. I don't remember numbers. That's like math. No, I'm waiting. All right, we're back here. No, I got to do it at 13. We'll see. Now I lost chat. Oh, no, there it is. There it goes. Was that a stutter? Hey, 15. There you go. Pick a number, any number.
Hello, Pum'Kin Guy. How are you today?
We're doing all right. We got a Golden Kappa hype train going. Shut off. Thank you for pressing buttons. Thank you. I see work gets done when shut off's here. You know, I'm all by myself. I'm like the incompetent manager that doesn't know what's going on here. 52. I think I could call that one. So let's see if I can find it. Like, where is it? It's all the way down on the list. 52. 5 people, 1 bingo. Nice. Oh, wait, let me check my card. Hold on. Why do they like Hey, Red Mars wants something. Hold on. Why do streamers get like the worst cards? All right, Red Mars. After the hype train, you got to spin on a wheel of digital goodies. Not something from the It Shop, so you actually get a thing. You're going to get a thing, but you can't do it during the train if you're race.
Golden hype train. I came in just in time.
There you go.
Happy Sunday.
Icarus, thank you. Golden hype train. Nice. Wait, what was the other thing? Hold on. Here. No, I'm trying to look now. What was the other one? Triller one. Ah, there you go. Dude, that was close. Somebody was right on top of that button. Hold on. Oh, come on.
Bits.
Yeah, that was some bits there. Some bouncy bits. God. Wow. What's that? I won? What did I win? You're going to get a spin on a wheel, prizes, something from the itch.io shop, which I can probably show you in 2 seconds. All right, basically what happens here. We're not going to do it yet because we're in the middle of the hype train, but so stick around for a couple of seconds. Boom! You're going to get something from the itch.io shop. It could be a video collection of Foamy stuff. It could be music. It could be comics. Yeah, you don't know what you're going to get. It's going to be a spin of one of these goodies on the itch.io shop.
Hello, and welcome to our nook house. Keep your feet off the table.
Banana Cat, come on, man. There you go. All content recommended for mature viewers. You better be mature, or at least mature. That's how it goes here. What? I don't know. They might get something spicy. Let's see. So we got to do the wheel spin after a hype train, which will be randomly. Hey, Tingy, you used rolled a 6 or a 9. I can't tell. Is that a 6 or a 9?
Internet is poopy sometimes. But sometimes there are cats.
Did
and
you
that
use-
makes it better. Internet is poopy sometimes.
Oh.
But then sometimes there's puppies.
Oh, no,
that
Saddlers.
makes it better.
And Tingy.
Throw a puppy at it.
God, everything's been used. Let me get on that. That's mine to be sure. Yeah, that's like a whole thing. Because sometimes I swear in here. Set alert used. Thank you. There you go. Now we'll get to it. We got 3 minutes on the hype train. Unless it goes over. If you can wait, cool. If not, I can always just do a wheel spin and then whisper. I don't know. They might have a busy schedule. They could have business meetings. They could be going on a cruise.
Hello, PG. Have you seen any good horror movies recently? I saw Obsession. Made me scared of dating Lowell.
I think everyone's scared of dating at this point. Have you seen what's out there? Ugh. Yes, it does count as easy mode. No, I went over. I did easy mode like this. Because I was over there talking about the thing, and I was like, oh my God, you got one to spin for prizes. Got all content recommended from mature viewers. Yeah, that kind of thing. So it does count. Good call. I'm way over teen. I just, claim to be mature. It just never goes. Oh, okay, there you go. Nice.
Hi, Popcorn.
Hi, Cynic C, thank you. 100 bits. Boom. Random singing. Sorry, Shadav, you pressed on all the buttons. What's that? All right. Where do we get over there? I already, seen men like, Bear on my left. I need to watch that. Nope. Oh man, so no. Okay, we got the thing going on. We got the wheel spin to do. We did a thing. We cooked. No. We baked.
Mr. Pum'Kin Guy. Are
Hey.
you making more music?
Yeah, we got 20 albums lined up. They're coming out slowly but surely. I don't want to flood the market, you know. What? No, baked as in like not like hey man or what's up. No, not that kind of. No, just like actual cooking. What? I know it's the internet. Everybody thinks baked means like I'm in a cloud of smoke, just, pondering the universe and being super lazy because I'm couch locked. I don't do that. I've never been couch locked in my life unless I was watching a Sanford and Son marathon or Twilight Zone. Dude, Sanford and Son was so good. Come on. We need more shows like that. Go.
Can't wait for Anthrocon this year. I have a new wolf head to show off.
Nice. There you go. Why are cats so evil? Thank you. Dude, that's good. Dude, I got extra. Thank you. Never been lazy. Once bakes. What? Don't be lazy. Now, some people, when they, get the medicinals there, the relaxing aids, some people could just overdo it and they could become couch locked. They're just like, oh, whatever, man. Yeah. Some people get super hyper fixated on stuff. I guess it kind of depends on the strain. I don't know. The last time I had a glass of wine was 1999. That's how I remember, because it rhymes. Let's see. Then Hal Williams from Sanford and Son just passed. Yeah, he did. Sucks.
Cats aren't evil. They're morally ambiguous.
Yeah, it's like a D&D character, What? Chaotic neutral. Thank you. There we go. Got through. Oh, we're on level 5. We're on level 5. Got 3 minutes before wheel spin. Mark off cat. Oh, let me have coffee. No, this isn't mushroom coffee this time. Focus! Stupid camera. This is what I got to do to technology. I got to yell at it. All right, let me get coffee. It's important. It's important. Oh, God, I'm glad that got cut off. It's okay.
Level. More bits.
More bits, thank you. This one is very nice. This is almost artistic. I like that. Fingers are a little off, of course, but, what are you going to... Hey, this one's nice. Yeah, really? It just put the cup of coffee over there, huh? Just in space. Great.
Moo, I'm a duck and I don't care how big the room is. I casted fireball.
What? You can't do that. Don't cast fireball. Not in a small room. What? Everything goes up in smoke. Literally. We have enough fires. Come on. Thank you. What? When did mushroom coffee become a thing? When people who wanted coffee couldn't have coffee. I know if you haven't heard the story about us making our own coffee ice cream, we made it so strong we were literally having caffeine overdose for about 5 days. We literally were drinking mushroom coffee because we were like, we gotta slow down, man.
Level 6, my dude.
Dude, level 6. We're on level 6. I can always tell because something bouncy shows up. Thank you. Whatever happened to that dog? Bean footage. I don't care how big a room is a cat fireball. Sentence liquid courage. What? Like, no, fireball's like, no. Then you ruin a whiskey, too. People say that, like, whiskey's really good. Like, okay, I'm not a connoisseur of any alcohol beverage at all whatsoever. The best kind of thing I ever had was rum, but that was in baking. Like, I'll bake with alcohols, but I won't drink them straight. I need something that's like coffee-like. No, I'm not going to start drinking. Yeah. I don't know, 2026 made me think about it, though. I'd start drinking and smoking. Let's see what happens. Be that chain-smoking artist who's just constantly drinking, just angry at the world, knocking papers off their desk because they're like, I can't take it anymore. Yeah, I don't know anything about bourbon, rum, or whiskey, or vodka, or stuff. The problem is I've been around way too many people that overindulge and got stupid goofy, And then I'm like, oh, God, Good if you like shape liquor, like a mix of Coke. There you go. 22 minutes. Go! Super excited about the Kappa. Nice. Thank you. What? St. George Spirits, no coffee liquor. What? You made it after a saint. It's that good. It's named after a saint. It's that good. Saint coffee.
Man, you gotta go into the settings and change it, and then you gotta reboot it, and then change the DNS file, and then you gotta reboot everything again, and then you gotta download this mod.
I did manage to get to play with my new toy, a leaf and lawn vacuum with chipper yesterday. I learned a few things. 1, don't let your lawn grow for a month before cutting. 2, don't use it when everything's wetted clogged like a bush. And 3, do all the steeper hill parts first.
Then how'd they get rid of the body in Fargo if wood chippers clog when they get wet? Oh my God, have we found flaw in cinema? No, now I'm disappointed. It's like Hollywood lied to me this whole time. I just thought everything was a documentary. What good are saints in 2026? I know, were we talking about Saints and Saints Row? I figured it'd be pretty handy right now. The good ones from Saints Row 3. They were fun. It's one of my favorite games. Good. The Freeze, what? It's a leaf and lawn vacuum, a small chipper, the one used in a mid-sized industrial unit. Mine's for general yard cleanup. Oh, all right. Don't people usually get rid of weeds with like blowtorches? Like on pavement. No, I saw a video and there was this guy like, I got a blowtorch. And I'm like, oh, wow, blowtorch? And all he's doing is like getting rid of weeds in their driveway or something. And I'm like, well, I feel like that's an inappropriate use of a blowtorch. I would be doing so much more fun things with a blowtorch than getting rid of pesky weeds. So yeah, torching, what? Weed torch is a thing? Specifically? Like literally, like here's a flamethrower for a weed. Bend down, rip it up. God, really? I didn't think that was actually, like, I thought they just made one and they were using it for that. Really? Huh. All right. I feel like maybe I could just, can I just walk around public property like when I'm going on the sidewalk and I see like a bunch of weeds on there? Can I just use a blowtorch is the city going to be upset about that? The weed, I give up. Wow. All right. At least this one wasn't scary. We got a hype train. Let's go. Got the golden hapka. Take all your belongings. Hydrate. Hey. We did it. Now we got to do a wheel spin. Thank you, everybody. We got to go in the Kappa. Use it. It expires in 24 hours. Well, now you can just go around and be a troll in everybody else's chat. Yes. All right, we got to do a wheel spin. God, I hope they're still here. Let's see. Boom. Easy mode. It just makes my life easier if I'm in easy mode right now. That wheel spin happened. Let's go.
These flamethrowers are for gardening. You should keep 7 of them just in case you need to do gardening.
How big is your lawn? I need 7 blowtorches for gardening. Huh? All right, Red Mars, still here. Sorry it took so long, but people were being supportive and trains get derailed if you put a wheel spin on the tracks. Boom. Red Mars 3000. All right, there we go. All right, if you don't know, here you go. I'm going to explain it again. You get a wheel spin on a wheel of prizes. One of the prizes is going to be a digital goodie from the itch.io shop. So it could be movie, comic, music, or, you know, something to that effect. I have no idea what's going to be on there. No content recommended for mature viewers. But here we go. I just whisper you a code on Twitch, and you just click on it, takes it right there. Then you just got to sign in, and boom, it's in your account. This is the wheel. If you've never seen the wheel, this is the wheel. It's really good. Makes a bad fun.
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
Let's spin the wheel.
Go to spin the wheel.
'Cause you won bingo. Let's go.
Spin that freaking
wheel.
All right, there we go. Already explained it, but there you go. Exclamation itch if you don't know what the hell's happening. What? It's a shop. There we go. What do you got? What do you got? If it lands directly on the line, you get both prizes. Whoa, just close. Call him Pumpkin Spice. It's a weird little song about pumpkin spice. It's weird. It's not Foamy related, I know, but still, it's fun. Pumpkin spice. Everybody likes pumpkin spice. Where do we go? I'm looking for it. I gotta find a code first.
The deal. Let's spin the wheel. 'Cause you won bingo. Let's go. Spin that freaking wheel. Spin that freaking wheel.
All right, boom. Sent the link, and I hope you like it. If you don't, throw it out. Boom. There you go. Nice. I sent a code. Nice. No, I said if you don't know what the shop is, just to put it in there, just so you know where to go. But I did send you a link. It's a whisper on Twitch, so hopefully you got it. And boom, back to here. Yeah. Hey, thank you for playing. But didn't they do that thing like when you're on like Wheel of Fortune or something? They would send you home with the home edition of it if you lost, kind of thing. Like it was their parting gift, just like, yeah, here's the home edition of Wheel of Fortune. Remember when you lost and didn't win anything? Well, here's the board game you can play repetitively to remind you of that. Kind of weird, right? Promise if I don't like it, I won't throw it out. Just that's all right. Boop, 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 boop. I know, it's fun. There you go. There. Here's a version you will still lose at. That's pretty good. I like that. We hacked brownies. What? What? They say never meet your heroes. What? What if they turn into villains? Dun, 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 bum, bum. Hey, I've met a few heroes, and I was like, hey, what's up? I didn't bother them, and they were kind of cool, so I don't have any bad experiences, like, you know, I'm trying to think. Don met Courtney Love once, and that didn't go well. So, yeah, I wasn't there for that. They did capture what? Let's go home. Captain AI. What? Chris, no, don't poke. Don't poke nothing. Brownies. God, I keep forgetting about the brownies store. We hacked brownies. Well, not so much hacked them, but made them a little healthier. How could you do that? I don't know, but we figured it out. This is really weird. We found a recipe for brownies. People are like, well, what's the big deal? Recipe for brownies? What are you going to do? Okay, these brownies are made with black beans. Black bean brownies. Some people probably tried the recipe. We are terrible cooks in every sense of the word. But, bro, basically, like, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of maple syrup. You got some freaking, what was it, Quick Oats in there? Literally Quick Oats. Can of black beans, and then some chocolate chips you add later. Dude, you put a bunch of them. Hey, thank you. What? Exactly. Super simple ingredients. I got to tell. Oh, cocoa powder. Super important cocoa powder. Yeah, you got to put cocoa powder in there. There's plenty of recipes online. We just found one and tried it out. It worked. It worked. I was like, the consistency's not as fluffy, right? So it's a little bit more of a denser brownie. But, bro, it's like you're knocking out at least, what, 2/3 of the garbage you usually put in there. You know, so there's less sugar, there's no flour. It's just like, you know, basically oatmeal, black beans, and syrup with a couple of chocolate chips in it. They came out surprisingly good. I was like reticent. I'm eating this thing. I'm like, oh God. Oh, it's good. We did a thing. It's healthy. Kind of. Hey, Augie, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Okay, I'm not going to say if you eat the whole pan, it's not super healthy, but there you go. Couple of chocolate chips, so like 2. No. We put in like half a bag. I mean, come on. If I'm going to try to eat healthy, I'm not going in the deep end. All right, I'm gonna stick my toe into the shallow waters of black bean brownies and just wiggle it around a little bit and be like, yeah, that's all right. I think I could go in a little deeper. I also put some peanut butter chips on one side of it too. Yo, Reese's peanut butter chips on there? Oh, dude, it was perfect. It added a whole other dimension. So now I'm thinking I could put in a little bit of peanut butter powder in there, the no-fat one, and just mix it up and be like, wow, we got chocolate peanut butter brownies. Wow, let's go. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of happy about that. Also, we've been making our own salad dressing. Dawn made an excellent salad dressing. I was like, holy crap, this is good. I wanted to eat more just to have more salad dressing. And I'm like, I don't eat this much salad. I'm being ridiculous. Peanut butter and anything makes it better. Yeah, exactly. I love peanut butter. I use the dehydrated stuff that's got no fat, no salt, no sugar added. So basically it's just boom, peanut. What? I like it. It's good. I just use olive oil. Oh, what was the other oil that you used instead of that? What is it? It wasn't canola, was it? I forget. It's supposed to be healthier. So basically this is like very little cholesterol, very little fat, like 0 salt. So it's basically you're eating a bunch of beans with chocolate around it. Avocado oil? Yeah, we use that too. No, this was a different one. I forget it. Dawn was like, we need this. No flour. It does make it real dense, but they ask for a little bit more baking soda in it. Yeah.
I'm avoiding salad for now cause of the diarrhea parasite going around.
Yeah, it turns out to be iceberg lettuce. I like the way Taco Bell actually sent out an apology for the explosive diarrhea, and we're like, we understand. We've been there. Yeah.
Good to see you're still alive. Keep it up.
Nice. Thank you, Esferatu. Hope you're doing well. 132 moons. Glad to see you're still alive. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. We made black bean brownies and we're drinking mushroom coffee. The world has changed so much. But not always. I'm drinking regular coffee now. Man, you think I'm going to be down in mushrooms all day? Get out of here. You know what happens when you have too much mushrooms? Start looking like that. See? Mushroom coffee. See? You get all trippy and weird and start wearing leopard skin. Really? I like this guy. He looks like the out-of-work guy you meet at the bar. Boop.
Lol, when the lettuce was linked to Taco Bell, we were like, ah, that makes sense now, lol.
Right? Exactly. You were like, oh, yeah. Here's the weird thing. How many people were eating at Taco Bell in the United States that everybody was having this? Like, it was crazy. Strict healthy living. What is what bunch of unhealthy stuff to make it taste good? Win-win. Yeah, exactly. Chronicles. That's our approach now. Now we're gonna work on trying to make a carrot cake. I love carrot cake, but no, the problem is the cream cheese frosting. Oh my god. So that's the problem. We got to figure out how to make a substitute cream cheese. Don't tell the squirrel. A substitute cream cheese frosting. That's going to be stupid. I only eat a Del Taco for junk Mexican food. We don't have a Del Taco. So, I don't know. What was the other weird thing? No. When it came to taco. No, if I'm going to go get...
You're madness.
24 moons to hate. Thank you. 2 years in a row. Thank you. Put up with our nonsense. Let's go. Nice. What? But I don't know, man. I'm super excited about that. Now I'm excited by the possibilities of not eating garbage all the time, but still having treats. Yeah, wait. We figured out how to do ice cream. Except the coffee ice cream. A little overdid it. Yeah, our coffee's been a little bit healthier, so to speak. We got our brownies down. All right, we got our brownies. So now we're just trying to find our staple little treats that we generally go to every once in a while. And we're like, oh, man, cool, I want that. It's hard with, like, potato chips and stuff, though. Now, Dawn made kale chips, and I'm like, no, they weren't bad. They're not potato chips.
Black flag. Ran into a what if in the game. It was weird.
What? What happened? No, the Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Dawn wants to play that. How about Neufchâtel cheese? I don't even know what that is. What's Neufchâtel cheese? All right, here's the thing. We're budget people, so if it's anything more than like $5 for a block of it, then I'm out. Neufchâtel. I don't know. What? The excitement cap, what Blackbeard is in, Blackbeard, what I'm happy. Oh, nice. There you go. Nice. I know, when's Dawn going to play that? Well, she's on Yakuza, whatever, like a whatever. What is it, Infinite something? I forgot. I don't know, so many of them. Well, what are you going to do? No, we still can't play Red Dead Redemption. No. Hey, yo, we've been going back and forth with freaking Rockstar Games supposed support. They just do not want to help. We literally had to post. Steve posted a video about it. We're like, yeah, man, can we get explain the whole situation? Still, I got nothing. I didn't get an email. I didn't get a text. I got Bugats. I got nothing. Okay, it's freaking terrible. I'm never gonna be playing these games.
I love Black Flag, but Dawn doesn't like the ship battles. I love them.
Well, she'll probably like what is it? We mod it and just be like, yeah, whatever, ship battles. She'll figure it out. All right. It looks good. I saw a couple of people playing it for like 5 minutes. And I was like, damn, it looks good. I feel like the remake was done well. I don't know. I haven't played it. So. I didn't even play the first one.
$10. I can buy that for $1. 10 times.
Boom!
The Hoop has just donated $10.
Nice. That's real money from real people that doesn't go through the Twitch ecosystem. Yes. Haha. Take that, Bezos. He's like, yeah, whatever. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Dawn plays on Steam. Everybody best be prepared to see what? At least one every stream. Let's see. Little black leg, but doesn't like. Oh, I read that. It's just a robot read that. Why am I rereading? Do you ever like to make choice went crazy and I played a short game? Like, what is happening? I don't know. It's reduced fat calorie cream cheese. Get it at Kroger for about $3 a block. Oh, there you go. Hey, dude, only $3. $3. Look for it. Write it down. New fisher. New chattel. Just you'll remember it that way. New chattel. New chattel. New chattel. Enough chattel. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Whatever. Write it down. What? You're drinking pecan butter ice cream coffee? That's a thing? Yo, no man, I like pecan ice cream. I didn't even know it was pecan butter, let alone ice cream coffee. What? God. Speaking of ice cream, okay, you know I like carrot cake. I literally just mentioned it. Pizza time. Hey, there you go. Pizza for everybody. I like carrot cake. There's this carrot cake ice cream. This one company makes carrot cake ice cream, and I keep looking for it every time I go to a supermarket to see if it comes in. It's usually a spring or fall kind of thing. Shows up randomly every once in a while. I don't know when. So I'm checking into it. This freaking company had like every other flavor but carrot cake. You know what they had? They had blueberry cornbread ice cream. Freaking blueberry cornbread. I'm like, okay, this is more popular than freaking carrot cake. I'm like, look at it. I'm like, what is this one? Blueberry cornbread. I'm like, come on. It's like Bart Simpson finding the Bort license plate, you know?
Was playing ACBF a few days ago and for some reason the room was spinning and I felt ill. Don't know what caused it. I don't have any eye issues.
Huh. Might be a field of view vision kind of thing. You might have been too close, too far away. It kind of stuff like that happens. Every once in a while, it's really weird. Subtle things like frame rate, refresh rate, and distance from screen can cause all sorts of woo. You know, I have no idea. So you'd have to probably test it out. Sometimes dropping it down to 60 hertz. I don't know what kind of thing you're playing on, whether it's a TV or monitor. Usually, sometimes helps. And adjusting field of view. Don had to do that. Thinking about buying a Bort vanity plate for my car. See, that'd be pretty good, Bort. Oh, Dunkin' Pecan, butter pecan, artificial flavored coffee cake cup pods. Write it down. See if they have it at the supper market. Because I would like to try it. Come on, dude. Yeah. No, man. If I'm gonna be, come on, let's go. What? Corn does not belong in ice cream. It was cornbread, so I don't know if that constitute. I like cornbread and I like blueberries, and I've had blueberry cornbread muffins. Those were good, but I don't want ice cream when I want carrot cake ice cream. Ugh. Pope, how's it going? Pope of proctology. Yeah, I gotta make an appointment. All right, let's see. What was the other weird thing? We had the crazy storms. Did they ever pass the daylight saving times thing? No, I asked before, but I don't know. I don't know the speediness at which Gov approves things. Not yet. No, usually they wait for a bunch of things to show up and then they all go on vacation. So that's kind of what I'm like wondering. It's like, all right, we're gonna decide on whether daylight savings times remains a thing. Sorry, we're all going on vacation. Never mind. What about the vote? Forget it. God, I've never seen a group of people take more vacations in my entire life. God. Blackberry cobbler ice cream. Really? Where are they finding all these weird flavors? Every once in a while I see a weird flavor, but usually they have like the hippie ice creams. You know, aside from Ben and Jerry's, that just throws everything into the bucket. Surprisingly, I don't really like Ben and Jerry's. It's like, all right, but I don't go out of my way for it. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. Yeah. That's the past end of the president promise to sign it. Oh, okay. There you go. So I'm just waiting for when they have this impromptu vacation or recess for, summer break or something like that. They get more days off than kids in school, man. Yeah. Like, I swear I went to college more days than they actually hang out and do work. I'm more of a custard person. Ice cream's cold. Oh, I love cold. The colder, the better. Dude, I would eat raw ice cubes if it wasn't for the breaking of teeth. You want to put the clock forward permanently, I think. Can they just leave it off? I don't know. What? Forward, I'd be fine. I'd rather have more daylight at
What
night.
about China? If at 2 p.m. in NYC it's 2 p.m. in LA, they don't have time zones, just one IB live.
I don't know. I'm usually concerned about the time zone that I'm in, which is now 12:33. So whatever that is, you know. Yeah. That like did happen once, but got reversed a few months later, a long time ago. Yeah, it didn't happen in like the 70s or something like that. No, they actually stopped it, and then they reversed it, and they're like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, what do you mean, whatever? This was fine. I found odd flavors of ice cream in some hipster cafes. Oh, yeah, they make all sorts of weird crap. Right. We don't have a lot of hipster cafes around here. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. Just stop it. It's stupid. Half my life didn't do it and said we should do this stupid crap. Yeah, no, seriously. They should just get rid of it. Throw it out. Come on. We got bigger problems in the world. You know? That could work. The other side of the world is opposite season. They have opposite time where midnight is midday. Yeah, it always gets weird, right? Other than that, we've just been working on stuff for stream, finding weird little recipes to make stuff. Trying to figure out what other fun stuff we can add to stream. I know we got to do gaming, but that takes forever. You know, I got to be in this weird mindset for it. And we've already seen our track record for trying to play games recently. Got interrupted during the opening cutscene of Soul Reaver, so we got real far in that. We had Red Dead Redemption, which is utterly locked behind Rockstar's refusal to even look at my account because it was linked to an old account that doesn't even exist anymore. So basically that I can't even delink it from Steam because I got to do it through Rockstar and they still won't talk to me. No, they just automatically close every support ticket. I did so many, they just wouldn't let me submit. They're like, no, you can't. No, there's an error. I'm like, don't give me an error. You just do your job. Yeah, playing games shouldn't be so complicated. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, I was going to go back and finish Hellboy, Web of Weird. Guess what happened? You know what was weird? My save just disappeared. That was weird. So now it's like I'm starting over from that, and I'm like, I do not have the time to be going all the way through this to get to the end again. I'm like, come on, dude. It was so much work. Now, I enjoyed playing it, but bleep that, man. Literally the first 3 games, I said, you know what? All right, this isn't working. Let me try Hellboy. All right, well, there's a... Exactly. Thank you. Then I tried Hellboy. We had the save issue, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just do Red Dead Redemption. At least I could just shoot something, you know? And it's just like, oh, so I did it to your Rockstar account. I'm like, oh, God. You know, I look at my notes. I'm like, I don't even have that email anymore. I'm like, oh. So I'm glad I didn't buy any more Rockstar games during the summer sale. I was literally just going to try to get all the older Rockstar games. And I'm like, you know, I haven't played Red Dead Redemption yet, you know, so maybe I should do that first and then get the other ones. You know, and I'm like, okay, Red Dead Redemption, let's okay, sign in your Rockstar account. They won't even unlink the account. I don't even care if I got to start over because I haven't played anything. Just unlink my account. Let me play the game. I'll relink it if I must. But holy crap, dude. This is ridiculous. Go Stanley, what? 7 quid for you, Pope Guy? Download Red Dead Redemption, Bountiful Treasures. Yeah, but, you know, God. This is one of those things. I've never had a problem buying a game from Steam as long as third parties didn't get involved. All of a sudden, I need another launcher and an installer to just hinder my progress.
I like you, Far Cry 5. They such a good job, so went Far Cry 6 like it. Good, I got the CD and played it, but now the game won't. I can't even enter. The game was broken, so there go $60.
See, this is getting ridiculous, right? No, man, this is what's making gaming just so unapproachable for normies. You know? It's like, I got to look to indies. I don't have to sign into a third-party site. I don't need a launcher or anything like that. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't think I'm going to buy another game that requires another sign-in to any network or its own separate installer. I'm like sick of it. Because I've just had this ungodly amount of just troubles with that crap. Plus, I don't want the extra bloat in my computer, bro. You know? You need the blah, blah, blah launcher. You need the beer launcher. You need this and that and not the bed. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm not doing it. Hey, this is why you play as the devil. I know, at a certain point, you just stop caring about the games that you're missing out on because the frustration's not worth it. And then people, but you gotta play it. I would like to, but guess what? I'm not gonna get aggravated. I'll play, isn't there like a weird cheesy anime version of Red Dead Redemption? This isn't like anime Redemption Dead stuff. Like, I don't know, it's supposed to anime girls running around shooting at things. I guarantee you there is. Isn't it like Waifu Red Redemption or something? Or was that The Last of Waifus? It was just like The Last of Us, but with just anime girls running around. It's an indie game. Don't expect a lot. I'm trying to remember. I hope I still have Driver San Francisco. Oh, God. Driver. Dude, that intro thing was so annoying. The original Driver? Dude, it was crazy, dude. I can barely get through it. Easy mode. Ooh. Because who needs carpal tunnel? Crappy tunnel syndrome. Plus, I get to check my bingo card. My bingo. All right, what do we got? Damn. Bro, how is that even possible? God, I feel like Stream Bingo is very biased against streamers right now because I never seem to win. Okay. All right, well, if Pauline's going to have coffee, so will I. Boop. Hey, there's a guy. McBooyah, hi. What's up? This is unusually tasteful for a newer card, though has a dash of spice. I'm skeptical. Ah, there we go. There's the mushroom coffee. Got the wrong kind of mushrooms, bro. The mushrooms. Too many mushrooms. What's this? Oh, dude, Pumpkin Tank. Dude, I haven't seen this one in a while. Let's go, Pumpkin Tank.
I like boba tea.
There you go. There's some more. Boop. Mrs. Dash of Spice. I'm surprised nobody's done a Mrs. Dash of Spice meme. Though I never went looking for it, so it could be out there. The mushroom coffee makes it trippy. Trippy, man. Well, I was thinking, I'm like, I got to do something for mushroom coffee.
Do you really think you should
Yes.
be having more caffeine?
Do you really think you should be asking me if I should have more caffeine?
I am still processing the caffeine from that ice cream I made a week and a half ago. I'm not even joking about that. Thank you. Totally where I was looking. No, we wanted to come up with at least a handful of cards for the mushroom coffee when we were drinking it. So it'd be like, all right, okay, what? Psychedelic mushrooms, go. It just put, I was like, make a psychedelic background. And it was just like, here's a swirl. I'm like, okay, so that's what happens. I don't know. I've never been on hallucinogenic mushrooms. Do you just get a weird spiral effect that's just like, hey, man. Oh, man, dude, look at the spiral. I'm freaking out. I don't know. AI sucks. Well, at least it gave her clothes, so that's nice. Boom. All right, there you go. Got to stretch my arm. Ah, there you go. McBooyah, hi. What's up? Best part of the, what? Garage easy compared to the actual game. Final mission, Driver. Yeah, dude, I haven't played that in forever. The original Driver game was like PlayStation 1. Yo, that thing was difficult. And I did enjoy it, but I was like, if I had other games like everybody does now, I probably wouldn't have finished it. I don't even remember what happened. I did refresh my memory on that stuff. 75 viewers, hey, what's up? How's it going? I know. Hydrate. I did that with coffee. Let's see what else is happening. Don's still going through physical therapy for the arm back thing. I don't know. It seems to be helping a little bit, so that's good. Yeah.
Have to ask, does the mushroom coffee actually make a legit substitute, or is it like a veggie burger? Enjoyable but doesn't satisfy the same craving?
I would say there's you got a 50 to 70% chance of it working for you. 50 to 70% chance. 50 to 70%. Of course, I do drink it cold. I haven't had a warm cup of coffee in probably, what, 8 months at least? I don't like warm for some reason. It could be 20 degrees outside. I'd still be outside with a nice coffee. But yeah, I'm literally the opposite of every old person that has like a hot coffee in Florida during a heat wave. Yeah, I'm the person that will walk around with sandals in the snow with an iced coffee. I don't know. I think it's all right. The one we tried out was it was literally called Nummy, Nummy. It's an instant one that you can just put into water, and then I just put over ice. It's all right. Card battle. Card battle. Got a card battle, bro. Fairland, you got to roll equal to or greater than 14. 14's easy enough. Okay. That was a 3. That was a 3. What do you mean spicy? They had clothes on. That wasn't spicy. Demon Girl was spicy? Well, I can't uncall it now. There, guys, blame the card. I blame the card. I got distracted.
Dude, I would have lost too.
I guess. I don't know. There were clothes. They had bat wings. I know, I can't bring it back because it's random. Nah, whatever. What can you do? Many Arsenal coffees still have instant coffee in them. No, this one's got 0 caffeine. It's literally 100% mushrooms. At least that's what I read. I don't know if that's true. Steve, get out of here. Get out of here. You're on Wednesday. No, they got attracted to the not gothic store here. I miss Old Hot Topic, damn it. Thank you. She had pasties. There wasn't paste. That was a full-blown bikini.
They had clothes on, so it doesn't make it spicy?
Yeah.
Okay, then show us a spicy one then. For education purposes.
I don't know. They're all random. I don't know. I can't even pull one up. Huh? I don't know. Let's see. Thank you. The Pump Guy, yeah, spicy person, clothes, what? What? House here, spicy? Normal, not spicy. What? Whatever. I have a different interpretation from spicy. What? Okay, you know how like somebody could drink a thing of Tabasco sauce and be like, "Oh, this isn't spicy." Yeah, no, I'm like that with people. It's like I'm like, yeah, whatever, that's not spicy, you know. So I have a high tolerance for spicy, you know, whereas other people have a high tolerance for hot sauce, you know. So that's it. Some people can eat ghost peppers and not even blink. Yeah. Go.
Hey, I am all in for your interpretation of spicy.
There you go. See, some people get it. A little close. Thank you. A little bit spicy. What? I haven't seen that one before. That's pretty good. PC, hey, how's it going? Shreddy Paws, huh? What's up? I've heard of pumpkin spice, but this is ridiculous. Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice. Boop, boop. What do you got going on? I'm trying to think of what other... Well, we didn't really have a lot. I was literally spending way too much time going back and forth with Rockstar tech support to even have anything terribly interesting happening. Other than that, usual chores, boring. And then black bean brownies, which actually came out good. Other than that, news. No, dude, there's all news, and I don't know what's considered good news anymore because Sony keeps messing up. So there's more of that. Difference between pepper and jalapenos. Exactly. I'll have regular, black peppers, but you start throwing jalapenos and chilies on there, forget it. I know what it is. I have a very sensitive palate. Like a very sensitive palate. I don't like spicy. Right? I can eat weird foods, but just not spicy foods. Like, you can give me some weird garbage and I'll be like, oh, what is this? Blah, 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 blah. That and fishy. I don't like fishy for some reason. Fishy's weird. I can taste the ocean, and I know what people put in the ocean, and it tastes gross. It's gross. There's between peppers and hot... Well, read that. Boop, 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 boop. All right, let's see what's happening. Oh, we got to find stuff. Is that the right mouse? I think I got the right mouse. The mices? The mices and mices. Because we got days. Oh, come on, I just started. All right, you know what? I'll snooze this ad so we can go through the days. All right. No, man, I like seeing the days. Look, you got Sandinistas Revolution Day in Nicaragua. That's where all the drugs used to come from. Do they still come from there? No, I remember it was like back in the day, everyone's like, oh, Nicaragua, drugs. I don't know. I eat spicy food in general, only light spice, but a lot of foods make them really spicy for some reason. I had so many foods that were the right spice that I can't have anymore. It is weird because I've gone to like places where a little bit of spice is good. Like a General Tso's chicken with a little bit of spice in it is good. But then there's certain places that make it way too spicy and you literally got to pull out the hot peppers. And it's crazy. Colombia, Venezuela, Mexico. Okay, so that's where all the drugs are. I don't know where to go anymore. Martyrs Day. Oh, here we go with the martyrs. Let's see. Stick out your tongue day. Oh, well, isn't that just Tuesday for anime? National Daiquiri Day. Daiquiri. Oh, there you go. We were just talking about alcohol. Yeah, I know. Here's non-alcohol daiquiri. Oh, yo, National Ice Cream Day. All right, everybody stop everything. Everybody stop everything. It's National Ice Cream Day. Holy crap. Holy crap. Dude, we got to get ice cream. Oh, you know what I could do? Hey, add some of those weird brownies into the homemade ice cream that you do. Nice. Eat jalapenos as a snack. What is wrong with you? That's too much spicy. That's too much spicy. Some spicy is good for you. Some spicy is not. I don't know which is which because I don't eat any of it. Renelle and Bologna Province Day. This sounds like a cheese manufacturer. Renelle and Bologna. For the finest cheese. I don't know what that is. It's in the Solomon Islands. All right. Crown Prince Haakon's Day. I don't know who that is, but it's in Norway. Hey, they did okay with the World Cup from what I understand, but not great. International Moon Day. We had to have a day for that? All right, National Lollipop Day. Everybody break out Lollipop Chainsaw. We have that. Are we going to play that and get interrupted or have to log into a third-party account? Lollipop Chainsaw Day. There you go. This is tomorrow? What's today? Oh, that was tomorrow. What the hell was today? Oh my God. I was going through all this. So what? We had like 4 days today? Wow. I'm so used to there being a whole list. All right. Never mind. I guess I'm going with National Ice Cream Day. So whatever, with everything else. Why is there mint on my ice cream? Stop putting green things on my ice cream. If I wanted green on there, I'd eat a salad, you chumps. God. Hate that. Look at this. It's a garnish. Yeah. National Ice Cream Day, blah, blah, blah. Ice cream. History. In July of 1984, President Ronald Reagan declared the third week of July to be National Ice Cream Month. Really? When Cold War was happening, Berlin Wall and all that other stuff. And he was like, you know what? National Ice Cream. What? All right. Well, according to the International Dairy Foods Association, the United States ice cream industry generates over $10 billion a year in revenue. Yeah, I've seen the prices of ice cream, so I make my own. I don't like mint. For some reason, I don't like mint. I will only eat Junior Mints or York Peppermint Patties or Andy's Candies. I won't eat mint ice cream for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's like you're putting cold on top of cold. Yeah, because mint's got a very cold, refreshing flavor that it's like extra cold. So it's like eating ice with Freon on it. It's weird. Everybody go get ice cream. Boop. All right, that was the shop. Okay, boom. All right, here we go. Look at this. Hey, Marathon Game Director leaves Bungie at a tumultuous time. Bungie just keeps they're just doing a bang-up job, aren't they? Wow, ever since they left after Xbox and worked with PlayStation. Hey, let's make Destiny. Oh, let's forget about that. We'll cancel that. Let's work on Marathon. Oh, apparently all the artwork was allegedly lifted by some other person, by a person that was allegedly working there. Oh, well, I guess we got to fix that problem. Okay, all right. Nobody's really playing Marathon. Okay, I'm the director of it. I'm leaving. That's pretty much Bungie in a nutshell right now. It's not doing too good. Not doing too good. Yeah, Master Chief left. That's pretty good. I always call him Master Chef because of the dyslexia. I want a mod to just give him a chef hat so I can just call him actually Master Chef. And instead of having like a weapon in his hand, I want to give him a spatula. That'd be pretty good. Okay. Marathon game director Joe Ziegler has announced that he's leaving Bungie for a new job. Good. Where's he going? It'd be funny if he... Hey! Anonymous gifted a bunch of subs. Messy Chef got one. Muskie got one. Defunking got one. Jin Kun got one. Passing to Jay also got a sub. Thanks to Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. I appreciate. Thank you. Boop. I know you got a sub now. Now you can play with emotes and annoy people. It's great. Wow. Where's he going? Where's Ziegler going? Thank you. What do we got? It says Ziegler said in a note that taking over for him as game director on Marathon will be Del Chafe III. Well, you already went through two of them. Who was previously the assistant game director. Chafe III.
Hello, and welcome to our new house.
What?
Keep your feet off the table.
More. Hey. Anonymous gifted a bunch of subs. What? Hold on. Said Jin Kun gifted subs. Is that you? You did that? Thank you. Let's see. Heart of the Cards got one. Spazmataz got one. Chaotic Jet got one. Yotsu Arbor got one. And Zarteth got one. And Phyrexian Reaper also got subs. Thanks to Anonymous. Where'd Jin Kun? Is gifting one to subs. That I don't know who did anything. Now I don't know. Oh no, there you go. No, Jin Kun gifted a sub to Reaper. Thank you. Okay, now I can read. Great. My brain. This is during an ad break too. Oh my god. I didn't even realize an ad break was happening. Bob, damn it. Damn it, Bob. Evie, what's up? How's it going? We're drinking coffee. How are you? Boop. Look, it's summer out. It's warm. The mushrooms are in bloom. Acceptable. Okay, there we go. No, man, I gotta wait for the ads. There you go. Summer's spicy. Well, summer's always a little hot. Let's see. You never know who's the real anonymously. I don't know. Like, literally, I can't even look into it. That's how anonymous they are. Joe's going to Halo Studios and working on Halo 7? Really? Get out of here. Is that good or bad? I don't know, man. Destiny didn't do great there in Marathon. Nobody cares about right now. So, sub or sub good for you. They're all good. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know. No, if they're going over to, no, we got to go back to that. Boom. All right, Chafee over here is going to be in charge, alongside creative director Julia Narden. Hope they got the nards for it. Ow! Dive train! Wolfnick! Nice. Wolfnick gifted a bunch of subs. Charisma got one. Grumpy Nath got one. Rex Laser got one. Gilted Wheezy got one. Raging Rana got one. Jokes in Life got one. Real Max Marvel got one. EB Demon got a sub. Cake Views got one. And Digital Spirit X. All got subs. Thanks to Wolfnick. Thank you. Oh my god, we're on level 5 again? How's that even humanly possible? What? All right, we're level 5. Boom.
Hype the train of hypes.
Hype train. There you go. Dude, that's pretty. That's crazy. I didn't think it would be like level 5 already. After everybody got a golden Kappa. That's crazy. Thank you. There's so many subs. All right. Both of them have been operating strong leadership and capacity team and are ready to guide Marathon into the next chapter, which is probably bankruptcy, with an even better and brighter future. So bright that I decided to leave. I was just too optimistic about it, and I needed something to just bring down my joy and promising future. Let's see. Ziegler said he's headed to something new somewhere else.
The train, boss. The train.
The train. There we go. We are on the train. We're on the train, level 6. Level 6. Nice. Ziegler was not Marathon's first game director. Christopher Barrett was game director on the project until he was dismissed over misconduct allegations. Early this month, Barrett settled his case with Bungie and Sony. Womp womp. Ziegler joined Bungie in 2020, 12 year. Okay, so I don't know. So, the game director's leaving the Marathon there. So, I don't know. God, that's never a good sign. Sony should be making games their audience actually wants instead of what chasing live service dragon. Yeah, there was an article we read a couple of weeks ago that Sony still believes in live service games and is investing heavily in them. Why? Can we stop? Like, why keep wasting the money? Why do that? Also, let's have more coffee. I drank water last time. That's not the same. I drank water last time. It's not the same. Water's not the same as coffee. Coffee. Boop. Come on, cards. Be nice. Ah! Damn it. All right, that covers up spicy card. Call that. Get out of here. Okay, better? Yeah, all right. I can, it's all right.
Dawn. Boke the Pum'Kin Guy.
Leave me alone. I'm trying to drink coffee. I'm trying to jump. Come on, dude. What is freaking mushroom cards, man?
Hey, she has clothes. I5S not spicy.
Yeah, but there was like there was a little bit of overspilling. See, this one's normal for me. That's normal. That's vanilla. That's fine. That's like on a scale of 1 to 10. That's like 5. That's a 5 for me. What is spicy levels? I should start rating these cards. See, that's no spicy. That's just nice. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a 5. I've been on the internet for quite some time. My levels of spice are very, very high right there. That's a 3.
Spicy to me is a borderline wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, there we know. We needed a card Scoville scale. What? That's something we should work on. I'm writing that down. We got to do a Scoville scale for chat to vote on. So we'll just put up a card and then we'll just based on its rating. What? That'd be hilarious. Oh, hold on. The artist that works with pens can't find one. Give me a second. All right. I feel like that'd be funny. No, I just got to figure out the rating. Yeah.
I like the PG idea that if she has clothes, it is not spicy enough.
Yeah. I feel like if areas of the body are spilling over places, then it's like, all right, that's a little spicy, you know? But, you know, generally it's, you know, you got to worry about the cut. I mean, this kind of thing, you know, pose is very important. I can pop too. Yeah. Thank you. All right, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Where did I leave off? It was a beach card. Yeah, as long as they're at the beach too. You know, there's also a completely different scale. If they're at the beach, like the spicy levels, just like, it doesn't matter. Because they're at the beach. It's it's bikini season. You know, they're in full bloom, so it's fine. Yeah. Popping pumpkins. What's that? Was that a PG freak out or was it instant reaction? But wow! Gosh. Ah. God, I gotta remember to look at. Damn it.
Rate it 1 to 5. 1 being showing ankle is risque to 5 being busty burlesque.
There you go. Radio 1 and 5, 1 being showing ankle is risque, 5 being what? Must be less. I didn't hear that because of the alert went off. I know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Go.
That bounce looked painful.
I imagine that it would be. That's why you gotta have good support. Very, very good support. Super important. Boop. Thank you, everybody, being on Hype Train. Boom. Second one of the day. What's wrong with you? Too spicy for you? Make you cry? Thank you. Wait, what was the Golden Kappa Hype Train? No. That was the one earlier. That was the other one. I know, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy day. Oh, here we go. Now I'm going to get stepped on. Bunch of frogs. Ow, 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 ow. All right. I stepped on my nubs.
Is it insane to take the bus to work tomorrow, then get a Lyft ride home? My eyes are cooked, and I still have to wait on glasses to be delivered.
What's wrong with your eyes now? You just got a new job where they require eyes. What is happening? Did you get a Craparax or something? What is that? You got foggy lenses? Your glasses prescription expired? Yeah, but that doesn't mean your eyes change instantly. It's not like, oh man, dude, it's the 18th. This is why I can't see. It's not like they're a subscription fee. You were using them the whole time. What happened? You imagine? I guarantee you that's going to happen in the future. Glasses are going to be a subscription fee where you got to keep paying or your prescription changes. No, your prescription will remain the same, just as long as you keep paying your prescription. You know, if you don't, then the lenses are just going to turn into regular lenses and, you know, vision's going to get real blurry. Guarantee you somebody's working on that. Astigmatism is no joke. You know, we got the stigmata. Don's got 2 stigmatas. Yeah, so they're a little bit holier than I am. But I got a slight one, so it's like off to the side or whatever. I don't care. I'll just close one eye and pretend that I'm seeing. Hey, we're becoming like repo. I know. I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, but I use them for decoration on my nightstand. Ah, there you go. There's a subscription for contact lenses. That I could see because those are disposable. You know, that I totally get. I get that. They've been going for the bad for the last 2 weeks. What is this? Suddenly, I would go to the eye doctor. Go to the ophthalmologist. The opta eye people. Nah, man, no. If it's been that much of a sudden change, then go to the eye doctor. Go to the eye doctor. Go to the eye doctor right now. I did, which is why I have to wait for my new glasses. Oh, okay. You did a responsible thing. Good job. All right. No, that's important. Any sudden change in vision, you go to the doctor. You say, what's wrong with my eyes? I used to see, now not so much. So, all right, so Marathon is doomed. What else we got here? Saudi Arabia's EA takeover reportedly set to clear EU hurdle. Weird the way a Saudi company can buy EA in the EU and Microsoft got all sorts of crap when they tried to buy Activision. Kind of strange, right? $55 billion deal. If I remember correctly, Xbox's deal was $60 billion. Not much of a difference there. I mean, when you're talking those numbers. EU, there seems to be this hypocritical kind of thing going on there. I wonder what's going on over there. EU. Okay, so know that EA is basically going to be run by a Saudi company, so less of a reason to buy anything from them. So, really? Saudi Arabia? Come on, dude. I would go to a physician in case there's more serious underlying issues. Oh, yeah, dude. And, yo, something goes weird with my body. I'm the first one at the doctor's doorstep, and I'm just like, you got to see me now. I'm dying. They're like, no, it was a leg cramp. You're okay. Are you sure? You just drink more water. Have some potassium. Salt tablet, walk it off, you know? Yeah, so rumors of the deal swirled into the 2020, blah, 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 blah. Should everything go as planned as reported? Sounds like it all will. This acquisition will be the second largest gaming buyout ever after Microsoft's $75.4 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard in October 2023, which caused quite a big deal in the EU. It's kind of weird. A lot of stipulations got placed on that and stuff like that, but this is fine. Weird, right? My astigmatism got a bit worse. That's why I ordered glasses. Help. All right. There you go. Sorry, EA, you're dead to me. Even if you bring back Alice at this point. Physical games are irrelevant to GameStop business, says CEO. It doesn't matter at all. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. We don't care about physical. Yeah, this is why I don't go to your stores anymore. This is why I don't go to GameStop anymore. If games don't matter to you, why am I going to GameStop? GameStop just means you stopped selling games. Yeah, but we have, some, game-related merchandise and paraphernalia that people really... Shut up. So does Amazon and every other place. Close down your business and go home. God. This is ridiculous, dude. No, and I read, look. Software, it mattered in the past. Software today makes up less than 12% of the business. This is for GameStop. And collectibles make up over half the business. So it's totally irrelevant, Cohen said. So if collectibles make up half the business, and this is only doing 12% of the business, you're kind of like leaving out, 38% of the business. What's the other 30? Hey, Cohen, what's the 38 other percent of the business? Cohen. Because I feel like there's a profit margin here that we don't know about, and we don't know what's happening. So yeah, apparently the CEO of GameStop doesn't think games are important, or at least physical ones. GameStop could have been cool if they transitioned to a peripheral company, like having mechanical keyboards and link controllers, hook up to PC customers, see if they're worth their premium prices. That would be a good idea, but I wouldn't buy anything from them anyway. I'm not into GameStop, and I knew they were dying quite some time ago. You know, at least as far as the gaming aspect was. Because every time I would walk in there, they would have these trash games that were treated like garbage, that they were trying to, the used games that they were trying to overcharge for. And then it was like there was less and less of them. And then it just became a wall of Funko Pops and stupid t-shirts that I'm never going to wear because don't care, So, now this person's like, well, physical games are irrelevant. Okay, well, then so's your store to me. All right, sorry. I don't care. I don't go to GameStop for tchotchke crap. I can go anywhere online and find it, and probably cheaper. I'm not making a special journey. I'm not making a trip to something like this. I'll do it for a discount game that I can get for like, $5-6. All right, cool. But you know what? Yeah, GameStop. Never heard of it. Well, if you're outside of the, unless you're being sarcastic, if you're outside of the States, then it's probably like, yeah, there it is. It's a game store. Boop. There you go. Fallout 5 is really happening, along with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas remasters. Okay, multiple Fallout games are coming. Okay, here's the thing. When the restructuring was happening for the Microsoft, right, the Xbox, and they're like, oh, we're going to get rid of some studios, we're going to do this, and we're going to focus on our franchises that are most successful. And I was literally like, yeah, expect a lot of Fallout and remasters and remakes. Well, here you go. Hey, and I'm fine for Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas getting remasters, and, Fallout 5 is fine, but that means Bethesda's going to be in this, like, little camp of don't do anything too crazy, because we're just going to stick with Skyrim and Fallouts and Elder Scrolls and all that other stuff. That's it. That's your company now, Bethesda. You just do Fallout and Elder Scrolls. That's it. Go sit over there, play with your dragons. Nothing more. Here's some Nuka-Cola. Just sit and make a game. It's GameStop topic now. We don't have games. We just have the paraphernalia that surrounds it. In a statement today, Bethesda reconfirmed that Fallout is at 5 and a word. Yeah, okay, whatever the title says. So, I don't know. Here's a weird thing. I was optimistic about Xbox getting all these companies and saying, basically make games that you want to make. Unfortunately, nobody checked in on them, and they made a bunch of garbage games that nobody liked. So, a lesson learned is even game directing does need a director who's actually a little bit harsh and says, you know what? Doing a whole game about a candle that talks to some ghost or something, whatever, I'm making it up. That's not what we want. We need a game that actually people want to play. God. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Netflix says part of its games business is up 600%, but it's still early days. Okay, apparently, if you don't know, Netflix, right? If you're on mobile and you're on your phone and stuff, they have a bunch of mobile games you can actually play with your subscription. I don't bother because I'm not using Netflix until Wednesday season 3 comes out, okay? As part of Netflix's latest earnings report, the streamer gave an update on its growing video game efforts, which include cloud-based TV games and mobile games. In short, the business is growing and showing positive signs, but it's still early days. Okay. So expect this to be happening because stuff is going to move towards streaming. I'm telling you. Nobody wants to listen to me, but streaming's going to be the thing. All right. That's a new Jim voice, is it? I don't know. I'm just throwing them out. I don't even remember what I did. So I probably can't even duplicate it. Look at this. This is funny. Look. A24 is reportedly copyright striking Backrooms content it doesn't own. Backrooms director Kane Parsons says he's on the case. Yeah, mental case. This is funny because somebody had, look at this. Look, well, this is it. A24 is now trying to copyright the Backrooms. They're taking down wallpaper designs from Redbubble that were made ages before the film came out. Look at that. Apparently the wallpaper. Really? The wallpaper, guys? You know, look, in response, the guy says, look, King Parsons has said that he's investigating the issue. I'm looking into this. Should not be happening. Should not be happening. Okay, that's all right. So at least they're looking into it. But come on, dude. Wallpaper? Who's ever in charge of it's wallpaper? That's our wallpaper, dude. Dude, it's generic wallpaper. Get that out of here. Copy strike, bro. You got wallpaper in there? God. Yeah, I don't know whoever their legal department is just like, get him. He's got wallpaper. Like it's just, yeah, you made $375 million off a $10 million budget. Let people have wallpaper, okay? You good? Thanks. Ridiculous story. All right, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. When is the next Steam sale? Look, dates for 2026 and 2027 sales revealed. You won't have to wait too long for a big Steam sale. Look at this. Dude, there's always a Steam sale every week. We own generic 90s wallpaper, right? I don't even think that was 90s. That was from like the 50s. That's like mid-century modern. It's practically public domain at this point. All right, we're in July here. All right, we got Social Deduction, which just ended. And then we got, look, Train Fest. If you like trains, look at that. So probably Void Train and all those other, like, what's one? Choo Choo Charlie. Train games. Probably Train Simulator. That's coming up. All right. But look, this one, Cyberpunk Fest. August 3rd through August 10th. Maybe we can get Dawn to play Cyberpunk on stream. I don't know if she wants to, but there you go. No, she was playing it on Xbox. I know she's like, oh man, I wish I bought this on PC because I want to play the DLC and you know I don't want to go through the whole game again, but I should have bought it on PC. Now we're at that point where we're both like, damn, I should have just bought this on PC. Yeah, so we've been slowly going through our like Xbox 360 games and, you know, Xbox games and PlayStation games. I'm like, all right, is this available on Steam or GOG? You know, picking them up slowly when they're on sale. All right, I don't know what Pins and Pegs Fest is. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of pegs happening. So, are they talking spicy games or okay, whatever? PvE survival crafting. I do not like survival crafting because I keep trying to do that in real life. So I don't want to make a game of it. Programming Fest. I am interested in this because it's probably going to have a lot of RPG Maker games and stuff like that on sale. So like little game engines and indie stuff. So a Programming Fest is always good. I like that. Party-based RPG festival. That means friends. I don't care about this. All right. And this is, hey, Programming Fest happens during our 25th anniversary of Foamy, which we have nothing planned for, so don't get too excited. What? I don't know. I could come up with something quick, or I could just go back to sleep. I don't know. I feel like after 25 years, I deserve a nap. Let's see. Steam Autumn Sale. This is also a thing. There you go. Look, we're already into October, where pumpkin spice floweth. There you go. Zachtronic Games, Virtual Pinball. I don't know. Cooking Fest. No, we already made brownies. I got Next Fest. Oh God, there's another Next Fest. Well, Dawn usually does really good, Saturday samplers with all the Next Fest demos and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. Ooh, Steam Scream. There you go. Horror games on sale. God, I'm already into November. Auto Battler. Oh, I do like Auto Battlers. I like setting stuff up and walking away and coming back and hoping I don't die. That's something I can run around in the background and just leave on the background still to work. Desktop Companion Fest. Oh, God. I don't know. That's in January, though. All right, well, know those some of the dates. No, I'm interested about what Cyberpunk stuff is. There's a lot of Cyberpunk-ish games. They actually have an autumn sale already listed. Wow. And Christmas sale. Yeah, it just keeps going. Yeah, you got Desktop, Steam Winter Sale. Let's see. Sheep Fest for the sheeple. Look at that. It's games that you buy because everybody else played them, and you want to feel part of it. Couch Co-op. No, that includes people. Next Fest again. Rhythm Fest. Ooh. Steam Spring Sale. God. Yeah, so a lot of stuff. And see, this is why, okay, look at this. All right, just hypothetically throwing this out here. This is why I don't care about consoles anymore, because like Steam sales are like, look, sale, sale, sale. There's 3 sales in June, 2 sales in July, 3 in August, 2 in September, 4 in October. Look, 1 in November, 1 big one in December, and it's every month there's something going on. I don't think there's been once where I looked at my wish list and nothing was not on sale. You know, everything was full price. Never happened. And this is like 10 years in, you know. I like desktop companions to work on Linux. That would be nice. Yeah, Linux has a problem with desktop companions. I've noticed that. Tinkering around with stuff. For some reason, it doesn't like the transparency aspect of it. I have no idea why. Come on, Linux. What the hell? All right, what is this? Oh, I highlighted something, so it must be important. Oh, here we go. Back to Sony. Hey, Brando 1. Nice. There you go. They pay more upfront for a gaming PC, but sales will be cheaper in the long run. Yeah, I think you kind of just, if you're committed to that, you can just get a PC and just use it for probably a decade if you're into old games. All right, Sony-owned Crunchyroll is now kneecapping physical anime sales. Big changes are coming to one of the longest-lived physical anime specialty stores. Okay, Steve mentioned this last stream. Apparently, their shop is not only starting in August, so if you wanted anything now from the Crunchyroll shop that actually has like stuff in it, in August they are literally putting the shopping quote-unquote experience behind a paywall. Not even joking. You have to have a membership or subscription to even look at their shop. Stupid and ridiculous. Now this part. According to a recent statement and frequently asked question posted online, this store will be dropping much of its current stock and transitioning to a quote-unquote a brand new shopping experience that will be available exclusively for Mega and Ultimate fans subscription tiers. Instead of physical discs, the Crunchyroll store will focus on collectibles, curated drops, and limited release products inspired by the anime series you love. This is literally a quote. All right, instead of physical discs. All right, reactions online to the announcements have been swift and angry, with longtime customers going back to the Right Stuff days. Yeah, remember that? Particularly upset. Besides culling their product offerings and limiting the stores to higher paid subscription tiers, many have pointed out that Crunchyroll has dropped the ball on supporting popular series that Right Stuff initially licensed and distributed after the purchase, leaving physical releases of Gundam and Macross shows in the lurch as mishandling an ongoing Kickstarter to release the classic Dirty Pair anime on Blu-ray. Yeah, you can get that elsewhere, honestly. Go. Misty Pine. 78 moons. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. Let's see. Other fans have noticed that Crunchyroll is already severely cutting down on stocking releases from boutique licensors recently. Oh, God. So here we go. The transition leaves many anime fans without their go-to disc shop and calls into question whether or not Crunchyroll licensed shows will ever see a physical release in the future. Probably not. Probably not. This is a problem because, I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm an anime tourist, okay? But a lot of the animes that I like, I bought physical copies for. Like, I had no hesitation. I'm like, yeah, physical copy, gimme. So now we're going to get into this thing. They're just going to want it to be streaming. They're going to license it. It's going to jump around from platform to platform, subscription model to subscription model, and nobody is going to own anime until, yes, they set for the seas. So all this stuff, and I know there isn't a physical thing that you can have, right? I know that's the sad part of this. However, go.
Sony kills your physical games and now anime. Crunchyroll was doing bad and now they are going to be worst.
Yeah, dude, Netflix actually gets more viewers for anime than Crunchyroll, which is sad AF. It really is. So the problem here is, the physical aspect of it will be gone. Nobody wants to hear it, but it's going to be a very niche market, kind of like the way horror Blu-rays are right now. A lot of people like horror movies, and there are those dedicated companies that keep putting out physical pressings of certain horror movies that are cult classics. You'll still have that with anime, but it's going to be pared down quite a bit. All right? So then the problem ends up being people will go to alternate places to look for anime. And then all these studios that make anime are going to be like, well, why aren't we making any money? I don't understand. Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you put everything behind a streaming wall, nobody can buy anything anywhere, and you just want people perpetually locked into a monthly fee. So they go elsewhere. And this is what I feel like a place like Steam recognized early on. They made the purchasing of games so easy. There was so little friction in buying a game. Plus, you had discounts. Everything was available. The storefront was huge. You know, that kind of thing. And nobody's done that with anime, and they're not going to. Even though anime is huge right now. They're literally, as the article said, kneecapping how anime is distributed. And it's not going to be great. So, with that in mind, we're going to get to it. Let's see. There's more physical media. Boom. Got a card battle. Space Buckaroo, you got to roll equal to or greater than 5. You can do 5. 8. There you go. Space Buckaroo. You took out the zombie. The Italian zombie. Card battle. All right, pick a number, any number. What you want? Let's see. Number 37. All right, let's find out what number 37 is. What's so valuable about 37 that you need right now? 100 viewers? All right. Pretty good choice considering it's summer and everybody's doing something. Boop. That did not help me, and I'm still a loser. So I hope you're proud of yourself. Thank you. All right, so for those who do like physical media and anime, boom. All right, Sentai Filmworks. Here's the thing. We've gotten stuff from them, and you're in luck because somewhere here. Where is it? There it is, summer sale. All right. There's a summer sale on stuff here because physical media is going to be dwindling. Save big on anime, Blu-rays, and limited editions and more. Boom. Okay. So, you know, boom, 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 boom. They got a bunch of animes on here. Some of them are like, dude, this is $3.99. And if you want to be crazy, and I've mentioned this site like a couple of times. Look, you got, look, prices low to high. Boom. Look at this. Okay, I don't know half of these anime, but look, here's my master, complete edition, standard edition, $2.99. Whatever the hell this is a Hitamari sketch graduation OVA, $1.99. $1.99. $1.99. So somebody sells School Live or Live, $2.99 plus a live action movie. Boop. What? Live action. There you go. $3 each, bro. Dude, Pet Shop of Horror. Unfortunately, standard definition. The transfer is not great, but $4. Whatever, $4, right? You've been watching Wisteria. Wanda Stored. Good, check it out. I need a physical copy first. Yeah, so there's a couple of things. Look at it, $4, $4. So if you sort and you actually really give a crap about it, then top sellers. What are our top sellers here? Let's see. We got Made in Abyss, $10. What do you got? Food Wars, $10.99. Why the hell are you here, teacher? $11.99. That's an anime? All right. Why the hell are you here, teacher? I usually say that like when I would go. Oh, dude, K-On! Ultimate Collection? $40. Dude, down from 129. That's pretty good. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff. So, I don't know. Take a look at it. They still got a lot of physical stuff. They still release not games, freaking Blu-rays and stuff. Boom, boom, boom. A spicy anime, but it's an anime. I think all anime's got a dash of spiciness to it. Boom. So, on the topic of physical media and Sony, the new Wolverine trailer has 10,000 comments about PlayStation discs. Hold on. All right. Let's say Marvel's Wolverine could be Insomniac's game's last release with a physical edition. There you go. But apparently everybody's been complaining about it. Look at that. 10,000 comments about PlayStation discs. 10,000 comments on one trailer. Yo, PlayStation, people are not happy. They literally look like this. Your fan base is this angry right now. All right? They're going to go berserk. Dark Elf. What? In here, Dark Elf. There you go. I'm in. It's just going to be the Food Wars might literally be a spicy anime. Ha! Funny. PlayStation fans are continuing to rake Sony over the coals for its plan to end disc production in 2028, around the same time the PS6 launches. Typical. Current battleground is the YouTube comment section beneath the newest trailer for Marvel's Wolverine. It's posted less than two days ago and already has over 10,000 comments praising physical games. So yeah, everybody's complaining about it. Here's the thing. Sony is not going to address this issue. I'm just going to put it out there right now. Sony is not going to address this issue. They have a business course in mind and they are not going to deviate from it. There's no way. People can boycott it and say they're not going to buy anything, blah, blah, blah. PlayStation 6 comes out. It doesn't do as well. They are not going to bring back physical discs. No way. There's no way. One of their main manufacturers in Australia that was already been retooled for micro lenses. They ain't doing it. It's not happening. It's sad, but it's true. And I know everybody's outraged about it. Hey, I'm kind of pissed. You know, I don't even have a PS5. I got a PS4, but hey, I got some physical games, and I like them to keep working on a PS6 if I ever get one. But guess what? I'm not getting one now. You own nothing, be happy. I don't know. At a certain point, I would rather just own nothing and still be happy by not actually owning anything or buying it. Like, I feel like a lot of people are just going to be, you know what? That's it. I'm not buying anything, and they're just going to get it from alternative sources. Because cracking a console isn't as difficult as you think it is. People have already done it with the current gen. Let's see. As PlayStation declares nobody wants physical discs anymore, Gen Z is helping fuel a 16% surge in U.S. music CD sales. Let's go, Gen Z. Thank you. There you go. Look at that. 16%. 16%. Been a much discussed physical media pivot. Compact discs. Yeah, CDs. It's probably all K-pop, though. Yeah. Let's see. Well, it seems like, okay. And a much discussed physical media pivot, CD sales surged 16% to 16.3 million units in the first half of 2026. Oh, my God. Dude. Single bands would sell 10 million copies of a CD 20, 30 years ago. That is sad. That is so sad. Oh my God. I'm surprised discs have lasted as long as they have. Yeah, I get it. You know, it's like there is an inconvenience that comes with physical media. People just do like streaming it or whatever. Vastly outpacing vinyl's modest 2.4 growth. Wow, dude, it's beating out vinyl. It's beating out vinyl. Let's go. People want physical. The reason they have those Switch games is because it'll look more impressive than a piece of paper. Yep. So that's kind of cool. All right, so know that compact discs are now in style again. at least by 16%. Taco Bell posts explosive diarrhea notes app apology begging people to come back. A cyclospora outbreak is now being used for clout. Really? The mystery surrounding the recent outbreak of explosive diarrhea caused by the parasite cyclospora appears to have mostly been solved. Investigators have traced it to a lettuce supplier for Taylor Farms, and now Taco Bell is begging people to come back to its restaurants. They're calling it the weirdest notes app apology of the year. Quote unquote, we want you to hear it from us, wrote the Tex-Mex chain in a screen grabbed statement shared on X. We take your health and safety seriously and have removed all affected Taylor Farms lettuce from Taco Bell stores. So go ahead and enjoy your Taco Bell today. He seems like he's enjoying it, right? Let's get some coffee. Oh, God. The Taco Bell. Oh, God. All right. Well, roughly 1,644 people have reportedly fallen ill with I can never say that word, cyclospora since May. The symptoms include what quickly became meme-ified online as explosive diarrhea. There you go. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. Thanks, Taco Bell. You've settled my stomach. Exactly. Funny. Thank you. So, I don't know. Go enjoy your Taco Bell. Yeah, it's okay. All right. YouTuber, what? Shooter Historian says Xbox laid off those responsible for the decade's most influential game. The influential FPS critic lambasted Microsoft treatment of its software and industry's largest short-sightedness. Oh, God, what happened? Let's see. Civi 11, YouTuber centered on the boomer shooters revival is not chuffed. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Microsoft gambled and lost. It's the latest video. All of the layoffs infuriate me. Okay, whatever. Who got laid off? I know none of the original members are still there. Yeah, that's for every company. Blizzard, Bethesda, basically everyone's... Not an article. Let's see. Look at this. GameStop now owns nearly 10% of eBay in hostile takeover plan that no one can make sense of. Is it really hostile if it's 10%? It's a hostile takeover. You know, I know you have, $100 in your wallet, but give me 10 of it. Like, that's not really hostile. It's a mild threatening. Its software is the same size now as it was when they released June 2016. So they say after layoffs. Seems determined to become the CEO of a different company. So this guy really wants eBay, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he wants that Pokemon trading card market so badly. Like, eBay's got a hold over it between the graded card market and all that other stuff. GameStop's got their weird little thing going on. But they really want eBay. They want to control that market. They said, give us 10% of your company, or we'll say bad things about you. It's like, what is that? Cohen's pitch for the merger is that he will cut costs and lay off tons of people to make eBay way more profitable, as he did with GameStop. Yeah, by getting rid of all your games. Way to go. And that the two companies' combined operation would make it a competitor to Amazon. I don't think so. I never looked at eBay as a competitor to Amazon in any way, shape, or form. Ever. And GameStop, I don't even look at it as a competitor for board games on Amazon. Or shirts. Or game collectibles. You're literally like, this feels like a picture that you would see when grandparents tell their kids of where they used to buy games. Like, this just looks like it's already closed before they know it. Yeah. They somehow made a profit this year. I don't understand it. GameStop CEO is now continuing to use the ailing brick and mortar chain to buy up equity in eBay and giving interviews to incredulous business reporters who still can't figure out how the maths. It doesn't. I'm going to tell you how it maths. As soon as they get a big enough stake in eBay, they close all their game stores. Cutting out all that overhead and getting rid of all those employees. That's how they're going to do it. Because then think of all the stores that they have across, United States, wherever they are, blah, blah, blah. Close all the stores, all that retail space is freed up, all the cost, expensive overhead, having people work the thing, it becomes a brand name that they just use to sell stuff on eBay. A physical presence is no longer required. If they want it to rival Amazon, you're probably not going to need a physical presence. So everybody working at GameStop, your CEO will destroy your jobs. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, I've not stepped in GameStop in years, even a browse. Exactly. Why bother? Like, well, what do they have? Yeah. So, let's see. Grilled by okay. What is my goal? I own a lot of stock and I don't have any perverse incentive. What an odd thing to say. So it's to make the business a lot more profitable and to maximize shareholder value. Oh, I love those terms. What we're right here is to make the business a lot more profitable and maximize shareholder value. So that's the plan. It's not that complicated. And I've spoken about huge growth areas where cutting costs, basically getting rid of stores and jobs. That's just short term. But live commerce and building out an in-game visual marketplace. So I share that with you. But everyone in the past have said, well, that's a business plan. Whatever. I don't know. I don't like GameStop. Go to hell. Who will think of the shareholders? I know. What about the shareholders? Oh, Amazon's God of War TV show will recast Kratos. Ethan, please. Kratos. After Ryan Hurst suffers a surprise stun injury. Apparently they tore their bicep. Not good. So they got to literally recast them. That sucks. But it's going to delay the series for a while, so don't expect to see Kratos anytime soon. Right? Kratos, the Temu Kratos. Right? What? Dude, come on, man. Oh, look, I spelled it right over here. Ryan Hurst, Sons of Anarchy, remember the Titans, blah, blah, blah. Kratos reportedly suffered a major injury, blah, blah, blah. Torn bicep, blah, blah, blah. You put on 40 pounds of muscle, too. They did a lot of work. I know, I feel bad for them. They went through a lot of trouble. For our amusement. And now Kratos is no more until they get recast. Yeah. That's why stunt doubles exist. Exactly. Sony has been hoping to repeat success at HBO Last of Us. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, no, that's happening. Don't expect to see it soon. Yeah. Game industry veteran says console makers have to innovate to survive. We should be afraid of the $1,000 console. Bum, bum, bum. We're already there, dude. This thing's already like $900. This is like $900. You know, what are they going to do? Next console, you think it's going to be under $1,000? No. It's probably like the Steam machine or whatever. It's going to be like $1,500. Yeah. So, yeah, again, like I say, unless they go to like an all streaming, all digital kind of platform, not happening. 40 pounds of muscle, that's insanity. Yeah, the only way I'm doing that is if I'm carrying a small child on my back. There's no way I'm putting on 40 pounds of muscle. Ever. Not happening. Dude, you know how much calories you'd have to eat in a day? Probably like 10,000 calories. It'd be crazy. It'll be under $1,000, you know, like $999.99. Yeah, reasonably priced. Yeah, once you put that extra digit in there, people are like, they'll start balking at the price. Be like, bro, that's $1,000. So, again, yeah, everyone should be afraid of the $1,000 console, Layden said. That's a whole lot of money, and particularly when a new console launches, you're not going to have a lot of games for it. Yeah, especially if I can't use my physical games and just play a new. That's the other thing, man. There's not going to be any physical thing to put in old games, man. God, whatever. All right, I can't. I'm not getting the next consoles anyway because I'm not paying subscriptions to either of these clowns, and I don't care about it anymore. I really don't. I love the sound of Mario's footsteps in Super Mario Sunshine. The only reason I have this up here is because it must have been a slow news week, Rebecca. Really? Kotaku, you literally got an article about the footsteps of Mario? And what is happening? There's bigger news out there. Hey, does anyone else really like the way Mario's footsteps sound in Super Mario Sunshine? No? Just me? I'm just saying, sometimes news journalism isn't what it used to be. Only in New York, sex doll company plans to create AI teachers for New York school districts. So, okay, let's untangle this in stages. Simulcaro was primarily known for real dolls, I guess. The life-size sex doll brand created by Simulcaro's subsidiary Abyss Creations. No, I swear. As ultra-realistic sex dolls with detachable faces and removable... Really? Detachable faces? Wow. That sets a bad precedent. You know what? I don't like the way you look anymore. Let me rip off your face. We're in like serial killer territory. You know? Hold on. Wear this face. Yo. Also, they're bits and pieces. If you're not happy with their bits and pieces, those can be exchanged. Non-optimal. Arrived at a ridiculous suggestion using the company's Optio AI that claims can function as a teacher's assistant or an at-home tutor. And sticking it in the robot's brain of one of its incredible, creepy-looking robo-dolls. The Deadpan press release, that's pretty good, states of Optio, students interact with personalized avatars trained in district curriculum, delivering educationally regulated support, concept reinforcement, individual tutoring, and 24/7 homework support. Yeah, just what I need. I need this thing giving me a text. Have you done your homework? At like 1 in the morning. Oh, God. Where did I leave off? Ah, man. Okay. Copeland delivering education, regular individual tutoring, 24/7 homework support across multiple languages. And now this will be combined with a Realbotics M-Series humanoid robot, which uses natural conversation, facial expressions, and real-time interaction to create engaging, hands-on learning experience. Well, a sex doll company would know all about hands-on experiences, but the main problem I have here is you're going to have some genius kid in the background hacking the hell out of these things, and before you know it, you're going to have strippers in the classroom, okay? Literal robo strippers in the classroom. It is going to be insane. This is the worst thing you could do. Never underestimate a kid with a computer, okay? This ain't not good idea. This ain't not good idea. All right? This thing is going to be sold for scraps. All right? Especially in New York? Are you kidding me? Try this in Alabama or something where they're a little bit more civilized. New York is going to rip this thing apart and rip the RAM out of its head and put it on eBay so the CEO of GameStop can buy it. Okay? This is not going to work. I can tell you right now. I've been in New York. I've lived in New York. You know what happens to robots in this part of town? God. All right, the school IT department will hack those. You're going to get some kid with an iPhone and just be, I'm bored. You know, this teacher's kicking me off. Change your face. Oh, God. It's getting weird out there. I'm just throwing it out there. Hot Teacher 2.0. Yeah, come on. Where's, what's his name? David Lee Roth when you need him. Fallout 3 prequel. All right, we're getting a Fallout 3 prequel, but they're putting it in, inside Fallout 76. I know, there's a Fallout 3 prequel. If anybody wants to play that, it's going to be called Raven Rock. 2027? Is that great? I don't know. No, it's happening. Seems like fun, but is it? I don't know. Boop. Steam Machine engineer warns memory crisis is getting worse. Steve touched on this, but guess what? Steam Machine engineers discussing RAM prices crisis. Oh, my God. Sundance there.
Huzzah. Spend more of Bezos' bucks. Enjoy life.
There you go. Especially on National Ice Cream Day. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should go get ice cream. What? I'm going to say Bezos is paying for it. And I'm just going to leave. Thank you. I appreciate 49 moons. Thank you. Thank you. We suspect that the Steam Machine is a really good way to solve a very real problem that people have. What? That's born into the late. What? Furthermore, advise that the pricing issue would eventually resolve itself because either prices will come down or this will become the new normal. That's what I'm worried about. And players will stop questioning it. Then he goes into why he believes RAM issues is getting worse. Okay. Again, chat, I always go back to the supply chain issues that was happening during COVID, where all the prices got jacked up during COVID. Supply chain issues weren't an issue, and then the prices never went back down. Do you think it's going to be any different with RAM? I can't even blame Valve for this, Steam's company. I literally can't, because they have to source their RAM from a company, and they're basically like, if you don't want this RAM at this price, we're going to sell it to somebody else. They literally got everybody over a barrel here. Let's see. And players will stop questioning it. Then he goes into why he believes RAM issues, blah, blah, blah. But these prices aren't coming down. They're not. Honestly, it's still getting worse, Aldo Hyatt said. Did I even say that name right? Okay. Just in case people are not aware, what people are seeing on retail shelves right now, from our observation, is lagging. What we're seeing from a bulk supply by at least 3 to 6 months. Similar comments about RAM issues worsening before back to level to become new normal were recently made by Lenovo. Read the comments here. So basically, and there was another person that said, yeah, it's probably not going to clear up till 2030. I don't believe people pushing panic buying. So I really feel like, because you have so many data centers being bought or being built or whatever, it's kind of tricky. Like, what, for everybody who hates AI, everybody's using it a lot more so than gaming. AI is the RAM that is being used by the everyday person around the globe, So unless people stop using AI, then prices will come down. But right now, there's such a high demand for it that everybody is going to be squeezed, whether we want it or not. We're just kind of, doomed, I think there was some good news somewhere about RAM. It's a tool. Use it correctly. Yep. Hey, Nintendo. Pow World hits almost 1 million concurrent players on Steam as 1.0 unfolds. Hey, Nintendo, remember when you tried to sue them and you really wanted them to not exist? Guess what? They're existing. They're still existing, and they're making more fun Pokemon-esque games than you are. I'm just throwing it out there. I love this. This is a win. This is a win for the indie devs, all right? This is essentially a small studio that was allegedly getting bullied by Nintendo. And you know what? They kept fighting it, and the fans were there supporting it, buying the game, hyping it up, doing all that other fun stuff, and they just kept going. 1.0 came out, boom, million players. Nice. I like this. This is a win, and this is Pow World is the main reason I will probably never buy another Nintendo product in my entire life. And there's been numerous stories of them going after people who mod things, and you had the people who were doing ROMs and hacks. That I almost get, Hey, Icarus One. I can almost get that, but it's a little petty. Just doing a DMCA takedown, fine, I get it. Suing some dude for $23 million for all eternity, Yeah, that's like they're never going to be able to pay that back. And basically, that person's an indentured thing. Whatever, legal things aside. What bothered me the most about Pal World was essentially they tried to patent game mechanics after the fact. They were already released in the wild, all this other stuff. So now they were trying to patent them. They were rejected, which was hilarious, by at least the U.S. State Patent Office. But then they kept pushing, the legalities of it, and it turns out that chances are they're if they do win anything, it's going to be like $40,000. Power can handle that. So as these mechanics keep getting dismissed by patent offices, Power World is kind of just keep going. They keep making it. Yeah. Yeah, Pokemon lost their patent because of it. Good. Because you know what? Throwing a ball to catch something shouldn't be a patent. Getting on a mount a certain way shouldn't be a patent. It really should. Game mechanics shouldn't be a patent. Like the Nemesis system. Can we just let people use that? Like, this is getting dumb. It's a cool system. All right, cool. That's like trying to patent inventory. Like, oh, you only have a certain amount of slots to put your inventory in there. What if Resident Evil was like, well, that's our thing. Capcom's like, no, we do that. That's our patent. Like, come on, guys. Apparently tried to patent mobile gameplay in Japan and lost. Yeah, I feel like they're just going to keep filing patents because to them it's like $300 to file a patent or something. Take-Two made almost $1 billion more than expected. It wants to acquire more companies. Okay, the only reason I'm bringing it, Take-Two Interactive, they do games. God, what games do they do? Where's the list of games that they do? Okay, it's not all about the cash cow, the Grand Theft Auto. Oh, that's right. Their furnace poison, pursue with the guy. Here's the thing. Take-Two, I'm going to throw this out there right now. Learn from Microsoft and Sony, okay? Can we learn from Microsoft and Sony? Guess what Microsoft and Sony did? They bought up a bunch of studios. Don't do that. Also tell Rockstar to look at my thing so I can get my camp back. What, Nintendo making patents after Power World was the stupidest thing to do. Well, they wanted the legal leverage. They just assumed it would go through because it would have their name on there, and it would just be like, oh, yeah, you guys own this patent and stuff, and then it would hold up in court or whatever, and they'd have a precedent or, an example that, hey, thanks for the follow. They would have illegal examples to be like, well, we own this patent here, blah, blah, blah. They're infringing on our patents, blah, blah, blah. It's ridiculous. All right, Fallout 5 will release after The Elder Scrolls 6. We are never going to see these games. Dude, people are going to be like 90 years old before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. So that means you're going to have to be 105 before Fallout comes out. One thing I never saw anyone bring up is if they did win against Power World, they would have then had to sue Microsoft because WoW also has a Pokemon-like system built into it so to keep the patent, you are required to defend it. That is true. I forgot about that. No, on my way out of, what do you call it? Warcraft, I remember there being that thing where you capture little creatures in the thing and you had to throw something at them. God, that was a vague memory because I was just like, what am I doing here? Oh, God. I'm like, I think like 2 weeks later, I just canceled my subscription to Blizzard. That was like 2016. God. That's a good point, though. Yeah, good. Go after Microsoft, Nintendo. See how that works. No, because they would never dare do that. They would just go straight after the indie devs, squash competition. And, there's a lot of other Pokemon-type games that they don't even bother with because they didn't get any notoriety. Creature collector games are a dime a dozen on Steam. Do they care? No. It's they cared about Power World because it started getting too big, and they realized it was good, and it became competition. So that's where they're like, yeah, let's put the brakes on this. We can't have people thinking that there's better Pokemon-type games. Okay, Micron. Here's the thing about Micron. Micron is one of those places that if I had any money, I would invest in 5 years ago, but I didn't even know what they did. They are a huge maker of RAM, but they're doing a $500 million whatever wafer plant, not the wafers that you can eat, to build like memory in America. So they're literally going to, I am actually excited about this. America having their own, like, look, 300 millimeter wafers. I don't know. Look, microfabs cannot run without them. So they're making a little factory in Texas. Invest in Micron. I don't even know if it's going to keep going up. I mean, it probably will for the next couple of years, but I don't got the money to do that. So that's good. Question mark. Look, aims to manufacture 40% of DRAM in the U.S. by 2035. Oh, God, we got 10 years from now? Is that when the prices are going to come down? Great. Something to look forward to, chat. 10 years, RAM will be... Oh, God. Teachers. Nah, save that for Steve. Steve can be angry about that. I think we got ads running soon. Hold on. Boop. No, we got ads running, so let's take a coffee break. I could use some Wowda. Wowda. Let's get some Wowda. Wow. Yeah, let's do that. At least I got the crazy hair thing going on there. That was pretty good. Later, Briano. Thanks for being here. What, Micron's $850 now? A share? $850 for a single share. For Micron. This one, I like this card. This card's good. Boop. I generally don't have a problem with bikini stuff. It's usually the size of the bikini that seems to be a problem. Let's see. Instead of one large plant, spread it out across multiple locations. Reinvigorate small town America. It was built around small and medium-sized manufacturing. Yeah, I don't think people do that anymore. Everything's got to be big, super big, especially in Texas. Unless it splits, I don't think it'll be any Microsoft anytime soon. Yeah, dude, 800 a share? What am I going to do? Buy like a share? So I don't know. What was it like? I don't know what it is. If you know what it is, what was the oh God, what was the I don't even want to know. It's gonna make me so sad. What's the 5-year low for Micron stock? Because usually you can look at a chart, right? They give you the high and low for 5-year. Oh, ask somebody to look something up. Here you go. We could call that. Let's see, where is it? Wow, I still didn't get anything on my bingo. Oof. $70 was the lowest. Oh my God. You imagine $70? Somebody was like, hey, just get a bunch of Micron. I'm like, oh, well, okay, sure. I got a couple of $1,000 laying around. Sure. Yeah. Let me just buy up a bunch of Micron. You buy up a bunch of Micron, then it shoots up to like $800. Holy crap. Whoever did that, congratulations. Also support us on Patreon. Oof. I don't know. It's weird. I've like, because I read a lot of news and stuff like that, I never catch wind of certain things like this, where it's like, oh, you should really invest in Micron. Like, I didn't even know that was even a company. You know what Micron was for me? Those little artist pens. Yeah, those little ink pens. I was like, Micron? What is that? The pen maker? I'm like, what? Stock's going up? Yeah. So I'm out of the financial loop with that, so it's kind of sad. But see you, Space Cowboy. Hey, bud. Hey. Robots will be mining asteroids. Yeah. Better old people mine asteroids. Yeah. Hynix might be a good alternative. They just got into the NASDAQ. Yeah, what's their stock at? I read an article about them, and the guy's like, yeah, it's going to take us a while to be profitable. And everyone keeps saying 2030. Everybody like a human enrolled people are going to be expendable. Yeah, we're getting into Logan's Run territory here. Replicants. There you go, replicants. That's what we need. We're already going to have them teaching in our schools. Sexy replicants. Teaching our kids. What the hell? What timeline am I in? Boop. All right, back to this. All right, look. Using AI make people less likely to admit they don't know something. This is true. I know if you've known a lot of people who use AI and you talk to them like IRL, they always seem to look up stuff, but they think they know things, but they don't know things. It's just they remember to look it up, and then they say they know things. Go.
This is how niche my references are. When you say wafer, I think of the end of Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, where a wafer thin mint makes the giant restaurant guest explode.
That's pretty good. I like that.
The reason we need so much for silicon, one data right now is because of the AI bubble, which will burst in the next 4 to 5. It's basically the Dented from the Lorax Dr. Seuss. It doesn't have one use and it solves problems that aren't problems, and we need this tech, including graphite and memory, for this soon.
For soon to be obsolete or overutilized for small things like tech won't be able to need to have much data prices. Be able to what's it? Stick a DDR4 memory will cost all $5. Yeah, I'm waiting for the $5 DDR4 RAM. I'd be happy about that. Keep this in mind. No, using AI makes people less likely to admit they don't know what they're talking about. I think that's true. Boom. This guy, speaking of AI, look. Netflix paid $587 million for Beneflex AI startup, Interpositive. Basically an AI movie making company. $587 million. $587 million. For AI, chat. AI. This is from a reliable source, too, for Variety. Look at that. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. King of the Hill, tomorrow. Look, new season in King of the Hill tomorrow on Hula. There you go. Dude, the last season was all right. I saw a couple episodes. I thought it was pretty good. All right? Yo. So if you like propane, then, you talk about watch King of the Hill. All right? There you go. Be pretty good. I'm trying to be optimistic. You know, we can't afford RAM. At least we can, watch Hulu, right? Can't have RAM to play video games. All right, this thing, Batman, Cape Crusader, season 2 in 12 days. I never got to see season 1, but it looks all right. So if anybody's actually watched it, season 2 is coming out in 12 days. I know, is that good? I didn't get to see any of it. Where the hell is this playing? Amazon? Oh, God, Amazon. Oh, jeez. Actually, I have Amazon, so I just don't have the time for it. I got to watch Spider-Noir, man. Okay, this thing. What the hell is this, chat? What the hell is a Chico stick? This says, look, crunchy peanut butter and toasted coconut candy. I have never had peanut butter and coconut before. Does that work? Pay $5 on people calling Ben Affleck the worst Batman actor. I think the AI thing for almost $600 million is ridiculous, but I'm not going to say he was a bad actor in Batman because of it. He was good. He was the only thing holding that series together. Him and Cavill. The rest of the cast are like, meh. They've been around forever. I've never seen these. Is this like a domestic thing? Like, well, not domestic, regional. Like a Zagnut? There was a golf club for the Wii called the Chicken Stick. Really? Kal-El, no. Exactly, right? Dude, was that the most atrocious performance ever? No, I gotta say, Wonder Woman was okay, but some of the lines were just, you can't be delivering it like this. This is terrible. Can we have another take? The thing is, that was the best take that they took out of there. That's the problem. You know? No, like Snyder's going through it. This is the best take we got. Kal-El, no. Shut up. That and the I'm a believer part in the intro where they're like deflecting all the bullets. Cool scene, which was completely undercut by that stupid one-liner nonsense. God.
Another month of Bezos bucks means another month closer to bankrupting Amazon.
Nice. There you go. Before you know it, Bezos will be bankrupt and he'll be on, social media like the rest of us, complaining about not having jobs. We're almost there. Again, if we could just get everybody on the planet to just do their Prime sub right here on 1 week, boom. I know, is there a way to do that? Maybe we should do that for the 25th anniversary. Just hype it up and be like, all right, man, everybody save up your Prime subs. And then you just show up and just dump all the Prime subs. There you go. That'll be a 25th anniversary gift. You got to spread the word, though. It's not going to happen. Also, I don't self-promote. Because I'm too busy with these things. Where can I get these? I can do it in 11 days. Yeah, I know you got a time limit, right? Put it on your Twitch schedule. Yeah, that seems like work. 7-Eleven has these? All right, I'll look at 7-Eleven. No, I'm intrigued by peanut butter and coconut because I've never mixed the two. So I'm just kind of like, does that even work? I don't know. I like junk food. I'm trying to be healthy, though, so maybe I'll try to make a natural alternative. Chicken stick is like the inside of a Butterfinger. Oh, God. No, I don't want that then. It's my teeth. Gonna hurt my teeth. Boom. I forgot this existed. Yo, Yahoo Answers. Dude, I completely forgot. Is there anyone out there that miss Yahoo Answers? And do you like it better than Reddit? Look at that. Bro. Butterfinger minus the chocolate. Well, that's no fun. Dude, I remember using it like once or twice. Yeah. That's weird. Yeah. Quora. That's what I'm trying to get my words out. I'm choking on my own spit. Give me a second. Yahoo Answers, the original Quora. See, I can't even say it now. Damn it. Quora. There you go. God, what is wrong with my brain? Yeah, but this was kind of cool. I remember using it and a couple of times and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. I mean, now it's just AI. How come Yahoo doesn't have a Yahoo Answers AI? Or did they do that? I haven't been to a Yahoo page in forever. I didn't even think they were still around. Nobody knows how to pronounce Quora. This thing. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. The reason why people from the 90s were so stoked about music. There you go. Dyslexia strike. People were so... Look at this. Within 44 days in the 90s, you had Metallica's Black Album, Pearl Jam 10, Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion 2, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
My personal fan theory about Koth is the episode where Cotton passed. Hank had a stroke which put him in a coma, which explains the finale of the original It's a Dream Life Coming True. I would have found it incredibly hilarious if during the reboot, they kept everything else but Peggy got remarried
because Hank was in a coma for like 10, 12 years and wakes up to Cotton with the, what? Still kicking by the skin of his teeth because there's an episode where we've got a Texas National Cemetery. What? It's a fan theory. It doesn't count. Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, and Nirvana's Nevermind, all within 44 days. And these were just like the important albums, thank you, that came out during that time period. There were others. I don't remember them off the top of my head. But even like the mediocre albums that were coming out around these things, you had like Mudhoney and all that other stuff. Dude, it was a crazy time for music. Dude, I can't even get this many good albums in the last 10 years. I don't have 7 good albums where I'm like, oh my God, I'll listen to this over and over again. Like, what the hell? I'm saying, man. Dude, didn't Pantera come out? Like, Cowboys from Hell was around this time, too? Like, dude, come on. Go.
30 moons. Yo, PG, moved to Key West from my job for the next 3 years. Sadly still waiting on the moving company to call me for when they'll deliver my stuff.
Yeah, but you're in a new place. It's a new place, a new adventure. Dude, congratulations. Make the best of it. Look around, wear sunglasses. It's sunny there, right? Make sure you put on the sun blocker and all that stuff. Air conditioning. What? That's fun. New place, new stuff. You know, there's gonna be new local restaurants and stuff like that. That'll be fun. That's cool. Boom. Use DuckDuckGo. Duck. Boop. What else? Are we? Can we be there? Shibadow? All right, good. All right, we got Code Orange. All right, we mentioned before, some Halloween stuff is showing up in Michael's. Those little craft stores everywhere. So, look, we got some skulls going on there. You got, more mushrooms. Yo, Year to Mushrooms, bro. Do we have a mushroom card? Nah, it's just this guy. What's the next card? Come on. Better have mushrooms in it. Yeah, it's got mushrooms. All right, let's go. Dude, Year to Mushrooms. Yo, I'm ahead of the curve. Look at that. Invest in mushrooms now. Yeah, it's going to be like Micron stock. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I got some paintings. What do I got? You got a little skeleton just lying up top there. Got some of these weird little things. Got the old-timey cat-looking things. Yeah, I don't know if anything is going to be good. Again, when we went there, we saw a wreath that looked cool, but it was like stupid money. It was like $100 for a wreath. What? Let's freaking go. Card battle. Bezo, you got to roll. Equal to or greater than. Boom. 13. Watch out for ghosts. 18. Let's go. All right, pick a number, any number. You're a winner. You can pick any number you want. Any number you want. To bingo. Number 3. Let's see what number 3 is. Let's find out. I know. Well, I don't want to call number 3 if it's something that's already, that should have been called. Dawn appears. Oh, they have not. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Boom. Got it. Q. There you go. That's what they were waiting for. Boop. Q. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, dude, you know, Halloween, Christmas, all that stuff, it starts real early right now. You know, everything shows up a couple of months before it needs to. But I think there was more. Boom. Look at this. Some thought that this Halloween decoration was too much. Others thought it was fine. What do you think? What do you think, chat? Is this too much? Is this too much to put on your front lawn? Is it? Yeah, the pigeon lady from Home Alone died. It sucks. Everybody keeps dying. I know. I thought that was fine. People are like, "This is too much." You know, you always got that one neighbor who's like, "Are you really going to do that?" We had that once. No, we lived in a place and it was just like, you know, when we decorated, they were like, "This is a little scary. Are you going to keep it this way for Halloween?" We're like, "Yeah." Like, "Oh, well, I'll make sure I don't bring my kids over then." I'm like, "Good." Yeah. Like, what am I going to do? Change the whole display I worked on? Like, I mean, granted, this was like, what, 15 years ago? But still, it was like, you know, you were a little bit more edgy 15 years ago. You could find better stuff. Plus, I lived in an area that actually had areas where I could decorate. But, I don't know. This is like, there's always that person who's just like, "Yo, blah, blah, blah. It's too scary. It's too real, bro." Yeah, so's your stupidity. Leave. I don't know. It's supposed to be fun and whimsy, spooky, kooky. Exactly. TJ Maxx Halloween decor, North Texas. All right, TJ Maxx is getting stuff in there too. I don't know. I don't see anything really great here so far. They keep mixing in Day of the Dead stuff with Halloween. They're two distinctly different holidays. They shouldn't just be lumping it all together. Yeah, but I don't know. You got your more pumpkins. I don't know if any of this stuff is good. A mirror, as if anybody shows up in those things anymore. That should be our gag gift for Steve. We'll get him a mirror for his birthday. It'll be funny. Let's see. What else we got? None of this looks great. Yeah. See, Day of the Dead. That's not Halloween. God, we did a whole cartoon about it. It's like nobody watched it. Jeez. It's literally called Day of the Dead. It's not Mexican Halloween. Like, what the hell? Whatever. Hey, shut up. Pay attention. Look, there's a Halloween Lilo Stitch mug. Bro. I haven't seen this. We're going to keep an eye out for it. If we find it, we're going to send it to you. What? TJ Maxx looks like Sam Keith's the Max? No, unfortunately. Grabby hands. Exactly. I know. I saw it. I was just like, oh man. I don't know where it is. Look, it says Mischief and Mayhem. We'll keep an eye out for it. If we find it, we'll send it to you. It's the least we can do. I don't know where these things show up. Yeah. In our travels, which is few and far between, but still. Yeah, that guy recently died. Sam Keith died recently. He had a very specific neurological thing happening. Look at this. Halloween video games that actually have something to do with Halloween. Look at that. Grave Chase, Costume Quest, Pumpkin Jack, and Halloween Forever. Look, this one's got a little pumpkin in it. It's a pumpkin person. Costume Quest was good. All right. I've never played Grave Chase, but I played Pumpkin Jack and Halloween Forever. These three are all right. These three are all right. I don't know about this one. I know I'm trying to build my spooky library of stuff. Can everyone stop dying? No, it's death and taxes. They just keep happening. Boom. This was hilarious. Look, most ridiculous superpower toy ever. It's the Justice Jogger. Literally Superman, who doesn't have to walk, can fly wherever he wants in a crazy... This is literally like a wheelchair with feet. What is this? Who at Kenner Toys at the time said, you know what? Overland Villain Chaser. Power stepping action. What the hell? This is just like such a dumb toy. Superman isn't even holding on to the controls. He just has his hands on his side like he just got stuffed into a roller coaster and he's very tense because he doesn't know what's going to happen. This is one of those things where back in the day, you look at just some of the weird crap that they made for like toy tie-ins and you're like, what the hell is this? What's it? Overland Villain Chaser? Excuse me? Power stepping out. Why would you put Superman in there? Like, out of all the DC characters you could have put in there, Superman? You know what? This would have been good for Aquaman. There's no water. Overland Villain Chaser. The guy is useless. He's literally a fish out of water on land. Okay? You throw Aquaman in there. Superman is... Whatever, dude. Complaining about, like, a 60-year-old toy that's just like, what the hell? Like, and not even Batman would use this. He'd be like, you know, I got something a lot cooler than that. You know? Like, give this to Aquaman. You know? And then you can put, like, fish bowls over here so he can communicate with his friends. I don't know, dude. This is just insane to me. Anyway, this is a cool setup. This was from, look at this. It's called Comic Kazi. Look, in Massachusetts. They had this cool setup of all these weird toys. And I'm like, oh my God, look at all these toys. Dude, all these Transformers and stuff. They got Unicron's head. That's awesome. Look at that. Got old Starscream boxes. And is that Starscream? Looks like Starscream. I can't see. It's very small on my screen. What was the other one? Look at all these figures. Dude, that's cool. I wish I had room for a glass case like this. This is pretty cool. Yeah. Dude, look at that. They got all the little He-Man figures. Half of these I don't even know. I don't even know who the hell that is. Look at that. Got these little guys over here. Oh, freaking Orko. That clown. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, dude, Lord of the Rings. Hobbit stuff. Nice. This is what we need. Just as he ever needs to talk to fish. Exactly. Right. Boom. Look at this. There we go. We're going back to physical media. Look. Found recently. Republique was sealed. All were surprisingly cheap, considering it was Greed Will. What's surprisingly cheap? $4.99, $6.99, $9.99. All right, what? All right, dude. You get all three games. Trying to see this right here. Hi, Superman. Gracias. You're just going to stay there? Okay. Thank you. Oh, man. See, this is why Sony wants to control stuff. If you're buying 3 games for $22, guess what? They didn't get a cut. From all 3 of these, no cut. They sell a copy, you know, through a GameStop, like an official copy, to get a small cut. They do digital sales. They're getting like all the profit. Yeah, all the profit. This, nothing. They get nothing. They want to destroy the secondhand market. I mean, that's basically what it is. Nobody realizes that, but same thing with this. Look, in with the DVDs. Not going to change my life, but it's the chase and potential markup that does it for me. They got this for 99 cents. A sealed copy of Until Dawn. Rated Peggy 18. Dude, 99 cents? 99 cents? Yeah, I would buy that and resell it without a doubt. Are you kidding me? Yeah, get like $10 on it. Time we got GTA 6, you'll be able to play the game for 15 minutes before you have to buy it again. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not gonna. The thing is, now I am not going to be able to play GTA 6 until they fix that account issue. Because I guarantee you GTA 6 is going to require a Rockstar account. Can't do anything about it. My Steam account is locked to it, and I can't even get them to unlink it. Yo, thrift store find. Somebody found a straitjacket. A freaking straitjacket. I don't know if I would want this because I feel like it would be imbued with crazy, but still, it's a straitjacket. Where do you find... Who donates a straitjacket? This looks like it's authentic, too. Looks like it's all got the crazy stains on it, too. Huh? It's a Huggy vest. Exactly. What? FromSoft needs to tell Sony to bleep off and put Demon Souls and Bloodborne on PC. Oh, they're available on PC. You just really got to look. No, it won't require account. It'll require your fingerprints and a tattoo barcode on the back of your neck. Exactly. What, thrift store find? Yeah, we can call that. We haven't called that in a while. I want it. Exactly. I know, we could do a lot with a straitjacket. Yeah. I know. Is calling something straight bad now, or is this just like a cis jacket? How does that work? It's literally called a straitjacket. Why do they call it a straitjacket? Couldn't they just call it like there's got to be something else, right? What? No, bondage overcoat wouldn't work well either. It doesn't flow off the tongue. I don't know. It is what it is. This would look cool in black though, because then I feel like I'm part of My Chemical Romance. Boop. Okay, little birthday grail for myself. Now I got a question about this. Anybody know why Castlevania Legacy of Darkness is $180? Is this game not available anywhere? No, I mean, cool. They got $180 to buy a game. It's trapped on the N64. They didn't put it on a collection because there's been so many Castlevania collections that came out. This one's not on any of those collections? I just assumed it was. Rareness? I mean, yeah, if they're like a collector and they just want to have a physical thing, that's cool. But I'm saying digitally. Limited run, not a whole lot of physical copies left. Yeah.
I asked my LGBT friends. I couldn't get a straight answer.
Oh. Oh. Oh, man, I can't even cover these up. All right, cards, be nice. I got a drink. Oh, thank God. All right, almost runs out of coffee. Was it baseball season? What, are you kidding me? All right. There you go, runs out of coffee. I'm out of coffee. I'm dying. Thank you. Shut up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Totally pocketing that joke. That was funny. Hey, should I have one? You were just waiting for me to run out of coffee. So really, this isn't on anything. Legacy of Darkness. Huh. Oh, that's kind of sad. I hate when games are locked on consoles, man. Dude, they went through all this trouble to do the collections. I'm really surprised that's not one of them on there. I got to do more research. Boop. All right, rumor. It's a rumor. Is Marvel Studios plotting a new Iron Man movie for the post-Avengers Secret Wars MCU? We're having problems here. Do you realize how difficult it is gonna be if this rumor is true? If a wild rumor is to be believed, Marvel Studios has plans for a new Iron Man movie in the post-Avengers Secret War MCU, and it replaced a project first announced in 2022, which was... What the hell is it? Was it Armor Wars or something? Yeah, it was supposed to have like Iron Patriot or whatever in it, and that just never happened. This ain't gonna work. N64 is very hard to emulate. That's why you don't see as many N64 collections compared to PS1. Really? Huh. I think WC should be on hiatus for a while. I know, I think Doomsday will be good. The Spider-Man movie that's coming out probably be good. After that, I don't know. But, you know, redoing anything without Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man is going to be a little dicey. So, we'll see. Boom! Hey, the Princess and the Frog live-action remake. It's actually going to be a thing because who needs it? I don't know why. Iron Patriot was in Iron Man 3. No, they were supposed to do a whole series, like, for them. Or, well, a movie. It was going to be a series, then they made it a movie, and then they just said no. So, yeah, more live-action movies because they didn't learn from Moana. Disney has headed back to the world of the Princess and the Frog with a fresh live-action product. Get some new material. Please, Disney, you clowns. My God, I have never seen a company with so many IPs and so much resources just regurgitating the same thing. It's like, yo, I like ice cream, right? I like vanilla ice cream, but I don't want to eat it all the time. And this is what's happening with your IPs. You keep feeding us vanilla ice cream that nobody wants. We need something different now. You know, I want some strawberry. I want some butter brickle. You know, I want some butterscotch something. I don't know, something with butter in it. Okay, this thing. Jennifer's Body star Megan Fox releases her demonic side in new photo shoot ahead of a sequel. There's going to be a sequel to Jennifer's Body. There's going to be a sequel. Sequel. The company is so rich they can literally afford to make anything, yet they choose this bleep stuff. Exactly. Why develop new IP when you can beat the classics? It's class senseless. I know, but after a while, you know. I don't know. They're making this. So, yeah. Pass. Nobody asked for a live-action Snow White. Look what that got them. They got us a lot of memes, though. I've never seen somebody's face get distorted and warped with those little screenshots. We'll see what happens with this, but no, that's happening. So, another remake or sequel, whatever. This guy, Adam Driver, was supposed to be playing Magneto. Apparently not. Going for Mr. Sinister. What? Might be. We don't know. I don't even know if that's true. No, last week everyone's like, oh, they're going to play the new Magneto in the Marvel Cinematic Universe moving forward. Derp, 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 derp. And then they're like, no, it's going to be Mr. Sinister. Well, I'm hoping it gets a little bit more dark because that was like the whole Inferno saga. If they're going to work on that, that's going to be awesome. Get Chris Claremont. Okay? Come on. Come on, it'd be cool. Let's do that. I don't know. Maybe they could do it. Maybe they could pull it off. I don't know anymore with actors. Sometimes I know if they're not going to be right for a part, but this guy sometimes surprises me. I've seen him in some roles where I'm like, oh, you know, that's all right. And then I saw him in Star Wars. I'm not going to say he was terrible in Star Wars. I just don't like the way the character was written. Yeah. Jennifer's 40-year-old body. I still would not kick them out of the house, though. Let's see. All right, we're getting an R-rated director's cut of The X-Files. I Want to Believe. Finally coming to Hulu in August. Okay, before the reboot destroys the franchise retroactively and makes it a big pile of supernatural poop, I would probably watch it. Yeah, they're doing a reboot series, and yeah, everybody looks completely different. So, yeah, they're doing that thing. So that'll be a pass for me. I'm not invested in the franchise enough to care about a reboot, let alone one that's going to change everything that I actually liked about the original. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be an R-rated version. What was the other one? That was an R-rated? What was that, PG-13? All right, well, director's cut. you know, when X-Files was okay. But even this movie wasn't that great. Apparently, the reboot for Buffy is still going to happen despite 3 cast members dying already. At that point, just stop. You know, like, God. Oh, everybody living in the 2000s? Bro, The Strokes coming out with a new album. What is it? July 24th. Look. Let's go. Also, Pete Yorn. God, I haven't seen that name in a while. Look. XCX also. There you go. I know, they had some good songs. I didn't mind The Strokes. All right. They're not the Libertines, but still, you know. All right. Thought they pulled the funding on that? I don't know. They go back and forth. They canceled a reboot because the pilot was so terrible, but the article that I read said it was made by somebody who never watched Buffy and didn't care about the characters, essentially. Like, that was the take from it. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea, but essentially not good. This one, speaking of people dying, Jennifer Finch, L7 bassist. They died. They didn't even get the Social Security. Damn it. Look, they had aggressive form of brain cancer. That sucks. Dude, they were in L7. If you never heard of L7, they were basically, you know, band from the 90s, very grungy, super aggressive, loud. I like a handful of their tracks. They weren't like my top tier kind of bands, but, you know, I felt they were more real than like whole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. It's like, it's one of those things where it's just like you start people from that era are starting to go, you know? 59, wow. Well, I mean, dude, brain cancer. There's only so much you can do with that, you know? So they were like, they got diagnosed relatively recently. And then it was like, what? Died on Saturday, July 18th, so less than a week after revealing she had been diagnosed with an aggressive form of brain cancer. How aggressive was that? Holy crap. Speaking of Finch's musical peers, many of them had rallied behind the bass player after the news of her illness broke. The Tools, Maynard James Keenan, Green Day's Billy Joe Armstrong, Pearl Jam's Jeff Ament, Bikini Kill's Kathleen Hanna, and others donated to her GoFundMe campaign, which raised nearly $400,000 to help cover her medical cost. Why are medical costs $400,000? My dudes, come on. Oh, God. Oh. Well, Chris Novoselic, what? That band? Not that. Was what? Sweet 75 or something? I have no idea. Boop. Herbert West, Reanimator. First look introduces contemporary H.P. Lovecraft reimagining. We're getting another Reanimator movie. There's been a couple. I mean, we're not talking Jeffrey Combs here, okay? We're not talking Jeffrey Combs. Jeffrey Combs is probably the most iconic Herbert West you're ever going to get, okay? He was unhinged. He was focused. Very good actor, all right? They should do old man Herbert West, man, you know? Yeah, so the last remake that they came out with wasn't great. This is going to be more of a modern take on it. Yeah, I want to see him break pencils. I suggest you get a pen. That was the best. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with this, but just put it on your radar. It could be good. It could be utter trash. I don't know, but, you know, hey, Lovecraft stuff is usually spooky and good. Bride of Reanimator was too. I even like Beyond Reanimator. I mean, that kind of took it more to the B-movie kind of era of things, and it was a little wonky in spots, but, you know, Jeffrey Combs basically held that together. It's pretty good. Full Moon Rising, the wildlife of B-movie legend. They're talking about Charles Band, the person who made Full Moon Pictures, bro, or features. So basically, there's literally a documentary about this, the whole thing, like everything. Full Moon Features. This is cool because this guy's been like this horror icon who's been doing everything indie for the longest time, literally 40 years. That's insane. So they're getting their own documentary, Full Moon Rising, the Charles Band story. So it's kind of fun. They do weird crap. You know, come on, Ginger Dead Man with Gary Busey. That alone should make you intrigued, you know? Head of the Family, Evil Bong. Yes, Evil Bong. Come on, Subspecies, all that stuff. There was a lot. Yes, Puppet Master 2. Well, that's everyone's go-to. It's like, oh, they did Puppet Master. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Puppet Master. I get it, but there's like 7 movies. 2 of them were good. But Head of the Family was underrated. They're supposed to make a sequel. I don't know what happened to that. All right. That was fun. The characters were good. Can't go wrong with Evil Bong. Yeah. And then there was Evil Bong versus, Ginger Dead Man or something. It was kind of crazy. So no, that's out. I'm actually curious because I'd like to know more. I never got to see like all of these films. So not that that's my goal in life. This isn't my bucket list to watch every Full Moon Features picture, but they had weird stuff, and I like weird. I appreciate weird. Who's going to believe a talking head? Get a job in a side. The Mummy 4 is making a big timeline change. No, not a big timeline change. All right. For those who don't know, basically the Mummy 4 is ignoring the Mummy 3, essentially. That's what it's doing. I'm kind of okay with that because Emperor Tomb thing, that was all right, but it was it's good that it was made rather than not existing, but there we go. So basically Mummy 4 is supposed to be what Mummy 3 is supposed to be. We're getting this one back in there, so you're not going to have to stand in for the last movie. This guy's working out in the gym as much as humanly possible. So there you go. I know. So no, The Rock is Scorpion King. Oh God, I hope not. I really wish they would go back and change that CGI, but I feel like the charm of how bad it was makes it all the more funnier to watch. That was some really bad CGI back in the day. That was terrible. And the acting where the guy's like, no. Oof. But, hey, there you go. There you go. This guy bringing it back together. Let's go. No, I'm happy for him, man. He's getting back in shape and everything. He's motivated. People have been very supportive of him. Yeah, that's good. We need more good vibe stories like that. See his neck? He's definitely not gonna let that happen. There you go. What else we got here? What did I got this for? Oh, should we fear consoles going all digital, or does the PC status quo prove it works? As a PC gamer who hasn't bought a disc in decades, I think there are still reasons to be wary of PlayStation's digital future. Here's good. They make a good point. So this is a seasoned person, so the article's actually written like a person who knows language. So here we go. Look, by the 2010s, physical game discs on PC were already practically unheard of. True. And as the same move, the digital and streaming solutions happened across software, music, film, and TV. Soon, the final nail was hammered into the coffin. PCs stopped shipping with disk drives at all. The CD-ROM was officially dead. No, it isn't. It lives in our hearts. So, how's that going now? Well, not too bad for the most part. These days, those playing primarily on PC hardly miss game discs at all, even in their most nostalgic moments, sparing more than a few thought of a cloth map and chunky manuals. I like the chunky manuals. Don't blame PC for this. So basically, look, we've willingly given up physical media and the benefits that do come with it, trading secondhand markets and game sharing for 75% off sales and enormous backlogs. Which we all have. A decade from now, an all-digital world of PlayStation and other consoles will probably be just as accepted, whether that seems objectionable now or not. But, crucially, PC and consoles are not equivalent platforms. And if Sony doesn't act responsibly from here, the downside could be a lot more evident. The key difference in that PC gaming enjoys the rule of a relatively benevolent dictator, Valve. Right? So Valve isn't perfect, but it's a private company not beholden to shareholders. And its driven motivation seems to be a genuine enthusiasm for gaming and tech as much as profit. Even its most unpopular moves rarely seem cynical or ruthless. This is why everybody likes Steam, right? Zarian Priest 1. There you go. Nice. And most players are able to broadly trust that Steam will stick around for the foreseeable future as reliable and user-friendly platform. And if it ever does go off the rails, we have other options. Valve enjoys a near monopoly, but competition still exists, and unhappy customers are free to shop elsewhere, including the options like GOG that offer totally DRM-free downloads. GOG, let's go. Okay, PlayStation, like all the major consoles, is a closed... You see the way I changed my tone to denote evil? PlayStation, like all the major consoles, is a closed ecosystem. Sony controls it all directly. And as a massive, publicly traded company, its motivations are not necessarily customer-friendly. It has competition, but only externally to the platform. You're free to go and play on an Xbox or a Switch instead, but your PlayStation can only legally play games that Sony sells you on its terms. As that grip has grown tighter and tighter, physical discs have acted as one little backdoor in the system. Sony is finally has final say on what is playable on their consoles. But if you can't control the secondhand market, if you don't like its prices, you're at least free to see if GameStop or indeed your console cousin Craig, who's been clearly out his garage, can make a better offer. That kind of thing. So equally, well, I can't forget. Okay, so basically, it's a control market kind of thing, and there is more freedom on PC, even if you don't use Steam, which is, God, the more that people realize that, the less likely they're going to be apt to buy any console. Honestly, yeah. Sony's Yakuza. Isn't that a completely different company? But that's on PC anyway, so it don't matter. That's Sega. Oh, you're talking about like actual. Okay. I'm like, wait, the video game? I'm like, no, is that made by Sega? Let's see. There is admittedly something I've been leaving unsaid here that perhaps unfortunately truth is that really this ship already sailed years ago. Simply popping a disc in your console and playing the game right away has not been the experience for a long time. This is true. Gaming is now built around the idea that publishers can, from day one, push major mandatory patches and updates to your system. Disconnect your console from the internet and try playing unpatched, and typically, what you get is a deeply compromised version of the game with major bugs left in on the assumption you would never normally see them. And that's assuming the game doesn't withhold major features from offline players or simply block access completely. In many ways, the actual disc has become vestigial to the downloadable experience. Okay? So like at this point, it's kind of like, then it goes on, like even game companies, thanks for the follow. Game companies aren't even bothering making discs. They cite GTA, the collector's edition, not having a disc, blah, blah, blah. So this is a well done article by Robin Valentine. Thank you. Coherent words. And it's just like, what do you do with that? We've all gotten used to this. Yeah. And then we go back here. Why owning your video games has become more important than ever. See, there you go. With physical formats dying, we need a way to get our own digital games. GOG. Let's see. So there's this whole thing. All right. This is the main point I took out of this. Look. A physical copy of the game is frozen in ember, all right? They can never change. It's the only way games like Grand Theft Auto 4, Alan Wake, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 can maintain their original and often iconic music licenses. Publishers can't hijack them and remove the classic tracks because their deals expired. That's the other thing to think of moving forward. Right? Hypothetically, GTA 6 has this awesome soundtrack, blah, 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 all this cool stuff. Music companies are like, you know what? Let's wait till the deal expires, 5 years from now. And then they just either could renegotiate a license for those songs or they rip them out completely just with an update. So the game you buy is never the game you keep. Future games won't have music licenses is the thing. Oh, they totally will. You think record companies are not going to try to get money out of people? It'll only work if game devs just make all their own music using AI. And you know how people love AI. Yeah, so that's kind of a thing. There's this misconception amongst players that once you've bought a digital game, you own it. You don't. Yeah, we already know about that. Now, I would be fine with an all-digital ecosystem is if those licenses could not be revoked. That's the thing. If we can get, you know, from a legal standpoint, whether you got to run it through Congress or whatever the hell, Parliament, if you can get that when you buy a game, you own that game. That's your copy. You can play it whenever. Doesn't matter if their servers go offline. Doesn't matter if they try to revoke things. They can't. That's when this works. You know, that's when it works. So people will be fine with digital if you were guaranteed that if there was a legal foot to stand on that says you own that game. But because we've had such a track record of like Amazon or whatever, just, you know, pulling things out of your library. That happened with Sony. Like 501 movies were removed because the people that they licensed the movies from, they couldn't reach an agreement, so they were just pulled from everybody's library. So even though people bought those movies, you know, like Terminator 2 was one of them, they all got removed from people's libraries who bought them, which is insane. So at that point, people should be able to keep, fine, a licensing deal doesn't go through, all right, it gets taken off the shop, but you still have that game. You still have that movie. You still have that music available to you because it's yours, because you bought it. If we can make laws for that, all digital will be fine. People will be fine with that. Because right now, it's the fear of not owning anything. And there's always that looming, you know, sword of financial Damocles hanging over you, wondering whether you're going to, you know, keep this game forever and go back to it 10 years from now and be like, oh, dude, I want to fire up. Sorry, the game's not available. You're like, oh, man. Give up control of the product after selling it? Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the problem. I mean, GOG doesn't seem to have a problem with it. And I got a lot of respect for GOG because they're just like, you know, here's the installer. That's amazing to me that anybody even does that. Yeah. But again, on PC, there's always a way around it. There's always a way. Okay, this thing. What is this? The Switch early demise is coming much too soon. All right, if you're in Europe, hey, if you're in Europe, wake up your ears there, all right? I know it's late over there, but oi, mate, look, we need Europe's right to repair laws, but gaming can scarcely afford it right now, all right? Because here's what's going on here, all right? Honestly, right? It recently came to light that Nintendo will end production of its Nintendo Switch, Switch Lite, and Switch OLED for the European market in February 2027, mate, all right? This is likely earlier than Nintendo would have chosen, right? But we got problems over there, right? But its hand has been forced, mate. Oi! By new European right to repair legislation requiring batteries and electronics hardware to be easily removable and replaced. Yeah, so rather than deal with that, the original Switch, they're like, nah, no. We're just going to stop making it. So the original Switch will be manufacturing gone 2027. So if you did want to get an old Switch for some reason, whether you're a collector or, you know, something like that, you probably should do it sooner than later because it's going away. So Switch 2 in Europe is going to get the right to repair versions where you can change the batteries out, which is kind of cool. Hey, I wish right to repair was, you know, worked in the States too. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Hey, if they do that with like iPhones and stuff over in the States, right? Can I just buy one in Europe and just have it shipped over here? I'll pay the extra couple of bucks. Yeah. I don't know if that's a thing or it's going to be like region locked, you know? No, I can imagine just, you know, turning on an iPhone. Oh, you in the States, you wanker. You're not going to be able to use this. Oh, you daft American. You got a European thing. You think you're going to use it in the States. I don't even know what New York is. You idiot. You know. Oh, God. Instead of that hello screen when you turn it on. God. Stupid food. We could call it, but I'm not going to look at it. Because we got, boom, me IRL. Now, this is the fun stuff. I like the fun stuff. There you go. Can we go back to paying for something once and owning it? Subscription fatigue is real. Sam Callie won. Nice. Yeah, let me get some coffee. Hold on. Dude, this has been a whole thing about like subscriptions today. And we got a card battle. Lock dog, you gotta roll. Equal to or greater than. Oh, it's a shiny. 17. It's an 8. Doesn't work. What? It's a shiny. You gotta re-roll. Exclamation re-roll. One word. Ba-da-ba-da-bow. What do we got? Your second roll. Because it's shiny. Shiny, bro. Red Misery 1. Nice. Bo-bo-bo-bo-bo. 12. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh. Hey, Red Misery 1. Shiny card battle called. So, hey, at least you got something out of that, right? At least you got something. Let me check my card. It's been like a month. All right, what do we got? We got, I got that, and I got that, and this is not the, oh my God, this is so terrible. All right, let me go through bingo. Let's see what I can call here. No new song during intro. Technical issue. Not really. Things are working. No drop frames, so that's all right. I'll see. I haven't freaked out. I didn't have bad coffee. No Sailor Moon. I can call Candy Rain. There you go. Candy Rain. Nice. And no Tangia party. Let's see. Nobody rolled a 1. Nobody rolled a 20. Something falls off stream. Didn't hit the mic. Oh, I did a bad pun. I said the wheel spin was really good. See? I didn't swear. I got close to it. Didn't take a break from my ears. Physical item shown? No. Eat the stream. Box thing. Oh, no, that's the way. I can't do that. Damn it. Ah. All right. Did that? Wow. None of that helped? All this? I do all that. And, oh, God. All right, I'm not getting bingo today. Everything else looks like, damn it is not a swear. Damn it's not a swear. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Thank you. Oh, man. Grab an extra card. Thank you. Boop. What do we got? Ain't one. Nice. Thank you. What do we got here? Look, not gonna lie. I see why Michael Myers just stopped talking and started doing all that. This is kind of funny. This is kind of funny. So many rules. Well, you know, you gotta keep out the weirdos, right? Hi, welcome. What? Rage smack the mic and curse and do it fronts. No, it's not fun. Hey, every time I swear, I literally put like $5 in a jar so we go buy food for people during Thanksgiving. 8-1. Boop. Nice. All right, what else we got? Yeah. Rules are because other people ruin things. Yeah. This is why pizza boxes say do not eat. Because somebody did at some point. Yeah. This is a good point. This one. Remember quarantine when everyone was making bread and dancing and making art and taking care of plants and just learning new useful skills, and we got a small glimpse into what life is supposed to be like? Bro. This is true. This is a true. And then you wonder why everyone was so reluctant to go back to work, where it's just like, oh, you know, we can't do remote work anymore. Everyone, come on, get back into the office. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like I was more productive at home. I was learning new skills, and my anxiety levels were at an all-time low. No, but okay, I guess I'll waste, 3 hours commuting.
Also, half the population was filled with anxiety and fear of going outside.
Yeah, I kind of like that. That was kind of cool because that's my daily existence. So it was nice to have that, superimposed onto all of society to see how things worked. I'm telling you, going to a grocery store was awesome. Nobody was in there and nobody wanted to get near you. It was great. You know, aside from getting sick, that's my ideal society. Everybody's staying the hell home, and then when you go out, there's nobody there. Love it. We don't need many office buildings anymore. Exactly. Everything can be done remotely, but, you know, everyone's got to justify owning these large corporate buildings just so, you know, they could drag everybody into work, crush their souls during the commute, and then, you know, make them go back home. Sad. You know? It's such a waste of time. If you could remote work, I feel like that should be essential. Because it's such a waste of time. Dude, your workers come in more exhausted from their commute, you know, plane, train, automobile, however they're getting there. Plus, then they got to go all the way back home. By the time they get home, it's like, you know, a 9 to 5 turns basically into like a, God, you got to wake up early, like a 6:30 to 7:30. You know, essentially you're wasting 12 to 13 hours of your day at a 9 to 5. You know, it's stupid. They've on a property tax to sell the offices, make fully remote. Yeah. And then maybe turn that into affordable, you know, living areas. Ha ha. Yeah, that was funny. There's this thing going on in New York. You know, the average price for renting in New York now, like Manhattan, like actual, is like $5,300. That's the average rental. Average. We're talking median. Average. Yeah, it's weird because, you know, they decided to raise the property taxes on everything. And then all the building owners were like, yo, bro, this is going to cost us a small fortune. So guess what happens? They raise the rents on everybody. I'm like, doesn't anybody who's in any kind of office realize how politics works? Or maybe not politics, just economics. You can't keep doing that. Because the money has to come from somewhere. I know the government doesn't work that way, you know, but basically people who own stuff can't just print money, you know, like the government can't. But whatever. That's more than they make a month. Exactly. Same here. This is why I don't live in New York anymore. Like, I would literally be destitute. Hell no. Haven't seen anyone say 2026 is going to be my year. Y'all scared this time. This is also true. I am on the internet a lot, all right? And when I scroll through social media, nobody's like, this is going to be my year. Icarus what? Nice. Got nothing. Nobody is optimistic about 2026. Nobody. Don't know if it could ever live in happen if someone bequeathed me a rent-controlled apartment or a purchased co-op. You're not going to want a co-op because you have to pay taxes on a co-op, and those prices went up too. Rent-controlled, yeah, but for how long? You know, 2026 is gonna be my year to fail hard. Exactly. My wife's like 20% of the conversation in her head before she decides to bring me into it. We could drive in silence, and she'll just be like, and then we could pick up the kids and go straight from there. This sometimes happens. Yes, I've been known to do that. Where I'm like, I got the conversation in my head and, you know, Donna's talking about something. I'm like, yeah, but if we add this and this and this, we can make that. She's like, what are you talking about? I do this. So it's not just the wives. It's the guys. Most guys usually just don't listen. I'm listening, I'm absorbing a conversation and then starting my own at the same time. I refuse to die before 2100. Yeah, you only got a couple more years. You're all right. All right, what else we got? Boom. Honestly, at 40, what's stopping me from taking out a $100,000 personal loan and maxing my credit cards to take a few dream trips and buy all the bleep I want, and then declaring bankruptcy? I probably won't be able to buy a house in the next 7 years anyway, so who really gives a bleep about credit scores? They kind of got a point. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but they kind of got a point. Nobody's going to be able to get a house. Who cares, right? Especially the older you get. It's kind of like, what do you do? It's weird because, like, I've heard stories of, like, you know, people's parents, they got their houses, like, back in the day at, like, 25, 30. Like, it's insane. Like right now, it's just kind of like, all right, well, let's see. Maybe I can save for a home at 50. At that point, why bother? Because then you have a home for like 10 years before you're going into assisted living. You know? Like it's so sad. It's like I want housing to be available for everybody. It's so difficult. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Stop honking. I'm crying to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot. How is this even a thing? I'm sure it's AI or something, but like, that is so obscure. It is sad, but it's such an obscure bumper sticker. No, your parents had this record and you used to listen to it all the time. We actually like the moroseness, you know? Go. Thank you. No, there's something about really sad songs that I dive right into, and I'm just floating in the sea of sorrow, enjoying the hell out of them. Dude, a good song that just, you know, grabs your heart and sinks you to the bottom of the ocean. I'm just like, no pun intended, but still.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down to the big lake they call Gitche Gumi.
There you go. Thank you, Wolf Dick. Thank you. Has anybody ever actually gotten salmonella from eating raw cookie dough, or are people just trying to stop me from being happy? This is a thing. This bothers me. I want documentation of how many people actually got salmonella from eating raw cookie dough. I need numbers. I want actual numbers that point to the cookie dough. We used to eat raw cookie dough all the time. 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 It's the uncooked egg. Yeah, but we used to eat it all the time. And the problem is usually salmonella is from the shell, not the egg itself. Like the internal thing of the egg is usually fine. It's usually the outer shell that has salmonella. That's why when you touch eggs, you got to wash your hands. I feel like I kept rolling the dice on cookie dough. It can give you botulism. A little botulism never hurt anybody. So far, the cookie dough hasn't gotten me yet. Nice. So just leave out the egg. Uncooked eggs are fine if they're pasteurized. That would be from the eggs, but salmonella in eggs even has reduced a lot since. They make safe to eat cookie dough, no eggs. Yeah, but it tastes disgusting. No, like literally, I've had, you know, safe to eat cookie dough, and I'm just like, this isn't fun. It doesn't taste the same. You know, and I'm just like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That's such a weird movie, if anybody's ever seen it. Let's see. Bodybuilders drink raw eggs and they're all fine. Yeah, but, you know, they get botulism. They just lift more weights and just basically sweat it out, you know? Yeah. All right. Hey, I appreciate people who can lift weights, because those are the people that are going to have to move my couch one day.
Well, the salmonella gives it flavor.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Mr. Six, hi. What's up? Life after 30. This was my life at like 15. Literally, we had our own quote unquote apartment like at a fairly young age. What was it, like 16? Yeah, your parents were very like, you gotta learn responsibility. Not that they kick you out, but you know, it was a thing. But yeah, I was pretty much scraping the bottom of the pan and you know, locking up the doors. But you know, rent was reasonable. It was like $500 a month. Yeah, $500 a month. Those were the days. $500 a month. $500. In New York, $500. You ain't never gonna see that. Yeah, but this is pretty much, you know, they had more cabinets than I had. I think I kind of had that stove, though. I didn't have a center island. I didn't have any of that. Basically, I had a stove, a counter, which was about this long, and then like a sink right there. That was it. And our quote-unquote office was probably... All right, if we laid down on the floor, because we used to sleep on the floor a lot, so that would be... It was probably 8 foot by... maybe 12 feet. That was our literal first quote unquote office. 8 by 12 feet. And remember, you had to put a computer in there with a CRT. With a CRT. Yes. So that took up a lot of floor space. So basically, we slept in our office. So you think I'm joking, dude? Yeah. I didn't care. Whatever. Times. The times were the times. What are you doing? Boop, 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 boop. Boom. All right, what's this one? This is kind of sad, but it's true. Having a good day as an adult is literally got paid, ate something good, nobody annoyed me, went home, sleep. That is all you can hope for as a really good day now, which is utterly sad. It's like sad chaos and sorrow. Why is this like the best that adulthood has to offer? Why? We got to fix that. We all got to fix this. Having a good day should be like, you know what? Got paid. I ate something good. And then I talked to somebody and had a cool conversation. And then we went to movies and the movie didn't suck. It was awesome. Nobody annoyed me. I was going to go home, but I was having too much fun outside. So you know what? We went to a diner and we sat and we had these long conversations about the state of the world and everything like that. It was super intellectual and stimulating and everything. Then we went home. Then we played video games. And then we said, you know what? Sleep? Nah, I'm calling out of work tomorrow. That's the kind of day I need. Those are the kind of days we used to have. What happened? What happened, chat? What happened? I know it seems ridiculous. Like we got to get good. We got to get good. Here's the thing about being an adult. We go through all this trouble, right? Hold on. No, when you're a kid, it's like, you know, oh man, adults get to do everything. But then you become an adult and you're like, damn, I can't do crap. Why is that? How do we fix that? We're adults. We got to do everything, anything we want. You know? That's the thing. You know, people look at you weird if you're, you know, eating ice cream for dinner and you're like, damn it, I'm an adult. I age to have these rights, you know? Aging ain't easy, okay? If I want ice cream for dinner, damn it, I'm going to have ice cream for dinner. You know? That's the thing. What the hell? You know? If I want cereal for dinner, cereal, let's go. You know? If I want to have coffee at 1 in the morning, I'm going to do that. You know? If I want to call out of work because GTA 6 is happening, boo, let's do it. Even though I won't be able to play because my Rockstar account is still locked. Rockstar, you want to get on that? Am I just going to have to make weekly video updates and just keep, you know, amending my tweet? Donald's took the clown out, back and shoo, no more Happy Meals. Yeah. I don't know, man. It was definitely even working. Okay, here's the thing. Early days of working, you know, doing stuff. I still used to hang out with people, believe it or not. Still used to go to diners, hang out, talk about games, play games, go see movies, go to comic shops, do all this crazy crap. And at a certain point, people just get older and they die a little inside and they're just like, oh man, it's all the way over there. Plus, now half the place is closed. Thanks. I don't know. Adult money for toys you couldn't get. Yeah. And that's weird that, you know, at the age when you were a kid and you'd really appreciate those toys you were never able to have when you're an adult, it's not the same. It's cool that you get it, but you don't have that super childlike quality of like, oh my God, cool, let's go. You know, it's weird. You might get that way with games though. We're like, all right, cool game. I'm going to play it. Yeah. So it's kind of weird. Let's see. Find out you just learn how to do it because you need to. What? I don't know. It's kind of weird because then as an adult, it's like, you know, you're just coping through life because you're expected to do responsible things. You know, I know it's different. You have a family, you got to raise kids, you got to make money, you got to put food on the table, all that other stuff. I get that. But there should always be, and hey, if you're in a relationship and you do have kids and stuff like that and all that other stuff, you'll always set aside some time and say to your significant other, you know what? We're going to have a day. We're going to have a day. We're going to take turns. I'm going to have a day this day because I'm off. You're going to have a day this day because you're off. And then the other person, you know, takes on the responsibilities of watching the kid, whatever. So, you know, husband or wife or whatever, they can go out and do that thing that they want to do, whether it's by themselves or not, hang out with their friends, you know, just kind of chill, you know, go to a sports bar, just kind of, you know, just do a thing. But you both got to be on board if you're in a relationship and stuff like that, So I think it'd be beneficial. So, if a lady wants to go do stuff and, just have fun, that kind of thing. Trust me, it's going to make adulthood a lot more tolerable if you do that. Yeah. Like the Pumpkin, great teamwork. Hey, it would be good. No, because a couple of people that I know, I'm like, they're kind of bogged down with kids, and I'm just like, ads are going to start soon. I can't dismiss them. I dismissed them all. I know ads are like, I will not be ignored. I'm like, oh, all right, fine. No, the people that we know that are kind of bogged down with kids, I'm like, look, take turns, you watch the kids one day and then, have the wife do whatever she wants to do. If she wants to go to, a meal, have a meal, museum, spa day, I don't know what people do. And then if you want to, have a day, make sure they take over, go out and do stuff. And on those nights, you know what, instead of trying to prepare or cook stuff, take out, You got to do it at least once a month, something to look forward to. You both get some time to yourself, and then you get something to talk about. Because if you're both hanging out all the time and your shared experiences are the same, there's not much to discuss. I know there's this weird thing where it's like, if couples do stuff separately, people are like, well, we're not doing it together. But if you keep doing everything together, then your mutual experiences aren't something to discuss and talk about. There's nothing new being added to the conversation where you're like, nah, dude, I played this thing or I saw this thing and we went here, and, you have interesting stories to tell the significant other. It's always good to do that. So, makes things interesting. Plus, also going outside will make you reappreciate the person that you're with because, one, you get some time away from them, and then you see what the hell else is out there. It's terrible. Yeah. Don't spoil it yet. No, but it's kind of, it's, I feel like that'd be the best thing to do, Even if you go see a movie by yourself and be like, well, I wanted to see that, but like, yeah, you can still see it, but I enjoyed it, blah, blah, blah. And when you go see it, we'll talk about it. That kind of thing. I mean, if it's something that you want to see together, then yeah, go ahead. But, it's always good to have some new stuff to talk about because you can only come home from work and be like, yeah, it was a rough day. Yeah. This guy in accounting was being annoying, blah, 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 or it's, oh yeah, the kids were being really annoying today. They were doing this, blah, 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 blah. And then even then, the raising of kids, you'll have stories about that. Be like, dude, you would not believe what Billy did today. Dude, I gave him a shovel to play in the backyard, and this guy, he dug up like literally some cat corpse, probably from the previous owners. We got dead animals in the backyard, but you got to be excited and fun about it rather than aghast and appalled. Be like, yo, we got a little grave digger here, man. Let's go, be excited about it. Something fun like that. Again, I know I have a weird cartoonish outlook on life where it's just like, it's a little bizarre, but I don't know. It just makes life a little bit more fun. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. My girlfriend literally talked about this last night. Hey, there you go. Weird. It's brought up today with everyone. Weird. Everything is good. All right. Everything is good. There you go. I know it's good. Do that. And, as for us, if, Dawn wanted to do something, go out, do whatever, we're fine. We can handle dishes. We can clean things, all that other stuff and do that stuff. She can do that as well. If we're just going to roam around and do stuff, and then we'll have stories. And besides, if you have a phone or stuff, you can be like, oh, cool. I saw this cool thing. You can still keep in touch and be like, or God forbid, you go to a thrift store and find something weird that you see that they're going to like. Then you bring it home and it's like, surprise. Yeah. It's cool. If they're there and they see it with you, it's like, oh, cool. Look. All right, cool. We found this interesting thing you were looking for. Oh, well, yeah, that's a good deal. But it's also that little bit of a surprise every day. Yeah. Also, if the other person likes a particular thing, if you go out, bring them home a little treat. Like if they like a particular kind of cupcake or whatever, so then it's like that little gift of appreciation for them giving you the day off, and vice versa. Yeah, there you go. All right. Come on. Yeah. All right. It keeps things good and it keeps things interesting. Plus treats. Coffee. Dude. Oh, this one's still here. Yeah, play ball. No thanks. Terms of service. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. I know. Something to consider. She had game. I don't know. Whatever. Don't ever change. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Life doesn't need to be so complex. But you definitely got to like figure out how to have fun and do things. Yeah. Approach everything with a cartoonish sort of quality. It makes life more interesting. Yeah. Also, it keeps all your violent thoughts in a fun Warner Brothers cartoon sort of way. You know? Like when somebody's really annoying, I could just picture, but especially in a supermarket, just, you know, getting a big bag of flour and just popping it right on top of their head and there's flour everywhere kind of thing. You know, like an old-timey cartoon. It's how I cope with humanity. You know, it's like, it makes it fun and then you chuckle instead of getting angry about stuff. Yeah. I don't know. That's at least what I do. What? What, you're telling me nobody imagines like just somebody's in front of you in the Jell-O aisle in the baking area, you know, and have the little quick instant pudding. I just feel like grabbing one of those boxes and mixing really quick pudding and then just throwing it at them. And I'd be like, you got pudding on me. Where did you even get that? You were here for so long that I had the literal time to go get milk, mix instant pudding, and throw it at you. And you were so aloof, you didn't even realize I was doing it. It's a whole cartoon thing in my head. It's funny. That'd be funny. What is a gastronomy of a pumpkin? I don't know. I ate a lot of seeds. Roughage. There you go. Best I can do short notice. There you go. Don't jump down the stairs. Don't bounce like that in the cartoon. Oh no, come on. I got a healthy sense of reality. Yeah. What? Just bonking them on the head with like a, I don't know, big bag of marshmallows. Poof. Could you move? All that kind of thing would be funny. I don't know. No, don't drop a piano on something. What is wrong with? Why does everybody go straight to the pianos? Where are you even getting a piano? I'm dealing with affordable things of assault. You know, bag of marshmallows. You know, instant pudding. Not a big deal. This one's like, let me get a grand piano that's like 15 grand. Oh. I don't know. No, I wish the wheels had spokes in there because I would like to just stick a little pencil in there, like little shopping carts when they're riding, and it's just like you stick a spoke in there, and I picture it like flipping, like Indiana Jones when he's being chased by the dude on a motorcycle, and they threw the stick in the spokes, and it's whoosh, whoa, you know, and it just flipped over. That's how I picture carts working in the supermarkets. I know it would just stop slowly and drag the wheel, but I just. In my mind, in my cartoon mind, it's that thing where the cart front just seizes up and everybody just flips over it and all the stuff goes all over the place, followed by a big explosion. But I walk away in slow motion to the cereal aisle. There you go. Learn to live like a cartoon. Just remember, you don't have cartoon physics. At least not like this one. All right, we're going to wrap up. I got to figure out who's streaming. Let's see who's streaming. Boop. All right. Got to look this up. That's a shop right by me. Removing the old cart with the new carts. Oh, they're changing them all? Is that a thing? Because we went to, God, where were we? I forget it was, but there was a Stop and Shop, one of those places. They redid the interior like completely. Like it looked like I don't want to say a fancier supermarket, but everything was a little bit more clean cut with a slight sense of oppression. I don't know what that is. I wasn't happy about it. But here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing, chat. We're going to find somebody to raid. Because I actually need food. I had one of those little bean brownies for breakfast. That's not food. I mean, it is bean, but still. Let's see. EB Demon is doing glowing globs of globiness. Art, in other words. EB Demon streaming. Zograd streaming. They're playing Pal World. Oh my god. I kind of want to see Pal World. Maybe I shouldn't see Pal World because I don't know. Pumpkin Potion is chatting. They're doing stuff. Let's see. Somebody's doing speed run of stuff. Got a lot of people playing Pal World. And there's that one person playing Pokemon Emerald. No. Power World exists. Yeah. I know, so it depends on what you want to see. Do you want to see Doodling or Power World, bro? Boop, 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 boop. I don't know. I haven't played Power World in a bit. I'm curious. Power World got good update here. Yeah, they're 1.0, bro. What's that? Got a 50-year-old, what? The 3-year-old, what? What? Thanks for streaming. Thanks for being here. Boop, boop, boop. And where did I leave off? There we go. Boom. All right. As usual, do something fun this week. Again, if you have that significant other that you want to like kind of just give each other days off and stuff, try working on that, you know, because that might be a fun thing to do. And not for nothing, if you don't have kids, think of the peace and quiet you'll get. Be like, hey, honey, I'm going to go to fill in a blank area and do this thing. You know, and they'll be like, oh my God, really? Without me? Be like, yeah, you know, you can take a break from me. You know, do whatever you want, you know, hanging out here, blah, blah. Be like, oh, thank God. Yeah. Power World, but won't play on my PC anymore. What? Why? How'd that happen? What? What? All right, well, I don't know. Try that. And then the other thing is, if you're not doing the significant other thing and you can't be bothered with relationships, I get it. Do something fun. Always do something fun. Something fun during the week. Yeah. Get yourself a fun coffee, a cookie, something. Just something to get you through the week. Yeah. Because everyone's got to work tomorrow, including me. Ugh, God. Dawn will be streaming tomorrow at 5 o'clock, Dawn at Time BC. So they're going to be doing a thing. Shadav also streams. Shadav's here. Let's see. Who else here? Adam streams here sometimes. Exclamation. Shadav, you can put your link in. So Shadav usually streams. Zograd streams. Cameron Corgi streams. They're here sometimes. God, a lot of people stream. I know. You're streaming. There you go. So, hey, there you go. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'm still reading chat. There you go. All right, everybody. New Foamy cartoon was posted, and we keep doing them. So if you're new here, new Foamy episode is posted every other week on YouTube, regardless, unless something happens. But you know, we've been pretty consistent. So there you go. So next episode in God, what was it? 28th, 29th, something like that. Yeah, but one just got posted, so we all right for a little bit. Yeah, again, Dawn is streaming. Do something fun. Come on. We got to go see either Power World or Art, and I haven't decided yet, so it's going to be an absolute mystery. We got end credits happening. Thanks for supporting. Dude, we had double hype trains. We had a golden kappa. Use it wisely. Golden kappa. Gonna cap up your chat with gold. There you go. Go do something fun. We're going to do something fun. I'm going to try to eat more brownies. That's going to be my lunch. I'm having brownies for lunch, brownies for dinner, and that's because I'm an adult and I can do what I want. I didn't raise myself from being a small, little, stupid kid to be an adult and eat healthy, okay? I'm eating brownies. Brownies for dinner. Brownies for dinner.